I need confirmation on my information at Spadina Station. We are live. Welcome to what we're hoping, finally, maybe, could be, should be, would be, the season cap end. I'm not even numbering the episodes as we go live. Sure, they'll be labeled later, of Dice Before Dishonor.
And just because you said that, I'm going to make sure we drag this combat out.
Matt Witt, everybody.
Just kidding. Hello. So, how's everybody been? It's been so long.
It's been, well, for the live audience, it's been weeks. For the upload audience, yeah, I guess I kind of ran out of material recently. When last we left our heroes, do you guys even remember what you were doing?
I think I just participating in the shanking of my betraying love interest.
The shanking of Wasilka?
Yeah, Wasilka.
That
Yes,
should totally
I
be the
believe.
name of the episode.
I believe we had sent off Lord Gildervarth with Lady Lothide, and we were going to quickly clear out the place behind him.
That was the plan.
Do.
What actually happens could be a whole other bag of ninjas. Who knows? Who knows?
Hey, do you know where I can buy one of those, Jeff?
Buy yourself a ninja?
Bag of ninjas.
Oh.
Bag o' ninjas.
Well, you have to like enlist one as a hireling through the game rules, X amount of gold or silver, and then just get a very big burlap bag and order them in it, I guess. I mean, that would be the manual way to do it.
Can living things survive in bags of holding?
Oh, they're
No,
like
there's
burlap.
no air.
There's burlap.
There's no air.
Isn't it breathe?
No,
like
there's no air in a bag of holding.
Damn.
I never said it was a bag of holding. I just said it was like a really big sack.
No, I was thinking, you got to have a portable bag of ninjas. It doesn't kind of defeats the purpose if you just like get your bag of ninjas. You're not moving it anywhere. You just open it up and set them free. Be free, my ninja friends.
If you can cast air bubble on them, and that gives them a way to breathe.
You
For
have
an
an
extended period of time.
wait, Winston has ninja friends?
You
Well, I mean,
permanency it.
He might. He's pretty popular.
That would be funny. What did you do during your downtime? There's all these ninjas come through a portal and like just help Winston.
He just opens up the bag on his hip every time he gets into a jam. It's just like poof, ninja flies out.
All right.
Need to get up this wall. Ninjas make a step ladder.
For sake of a grid that I had, a map that those of you watching live and watching the video, apologies to the podcast audience, but we try to describe things as much as we can. You guys wanted to, as you say, finish the dungeon, finish exploring it, while you sent your leader, Lord Varth, off with the girl. So let's start with Varth. How are you getting out of this place carrying your benefactor? Are we talking threshold over the balcony style? Or over the shoulder fireman carry? Like, how are we going function over fashion? How are we doing this? Piggyback?
I'll kind of hold a beckoning hand out to Fafall there. I know one of those potions you nixed was healing.
Oh, of course.
Hey,
Hand one
she can
over.
walk on her own damn feet.
Wake up!
Wake up again!
Wake up again!
And I'll, if he's got one, I'll offer it to Lady Lothide, and then I will assist her to her feet and escort her out of the dungeon.
She is not really conscious. I suggest either the First Kiss anime version or the ketchup bottle. I believe a health check of DC 10 to 15, and technically in the rule mechanic is how you can force feed a potion, but for flavor, if you want to use it rectally, that's up to you. I mean, I don't know, Sarah and Ray.
What? No. I'll
She's
take a 10.
walking out of the dungeon with that like saddle sore, bow leg. She's just like,
That's how Winston takes all his potions. Or gives them to Barkley. Barkley, you need a potion. Tail goes down. No.
Ginger.
Yeah. That's why Winston
All right.
was so into it. So
I will, give her the potion, take a 10 on a heal check to not choke her to death.
okay.
and help her to her feet, and let's giddy up.
Lothied eyes flutter open, and she starts in what you would expect would be the rescue monologue. Where am I? What happened? How do we? And Varth is just like leading her out. Later, let's go. Yeah, so they.
You know, I'll quickly hold a finger up to my lips. It's not safe yet.
Okay.
Quick,
this way. All right. So exit stage left, Lord Varth.
Yeah, and I think as a party we would at least walk them out to the exit.
Well, you get two ways out. You can try to carry her up a ladder in a pipe, or you can go out through the yummy, smelly sewers. Your choice.
I'm gonna try the metal pipe first.
Yeah, Mario Brothers style. But
Dun, 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 dun.
The power of Sarenrae. He just like zips up the pipe. Wow, that was pretty good. He was shit coming down here with all that climbing, but you know.
I'm sorry, Lord Gildervarth, but your princess is in another dungeon.
That's all. You get to the top of the pipe, and he's like, "I'm Luigi." Mario. Boom. Shoves him back down, slams the door. Cast iron. Oh damn. Never use another man's pipe to rescue a princess. All right. So panning over to where you're at now.
To the secret tunnel.
Yeah. Now, there's been complaints in my 3-year podcasting career that I have overused the climbing skill inch by inch and inch by inch, and there's the rule of fun and stuff. This would be the time where it's kind of a gimme, where, you know, you guys take precaution, you're there, and you carefully, gently, up the ladder he goes. It's the saving sequence, right?
Yes.
So,
so the paladin carrying the princess gets to bypass the climb checks.
That's right. That's
but
right.
the
See?
Jedi in hiding getting shoved up by a literal flood of shit. Doesn't. All right, I see how it is. Being
good has its perks, Aiden. Just
are you referring to the
Jedi are evil?
The 4 episodes in Star
Neutral.
Wars where I made you earn your ship instead of just giving you a YT-1300? That's right. It was part of your training. It was that crabby old druidic force user, and you learned a lot about yourself. It was a great dream sequence, and then you had to escape a flood. It was epic, scenic, movie kind of thing. So yeah, it was relevant, and the checks flowed like the poo in the sewer. Now, Varth is smart. Frank, you don't see Frank going in the fucking sewer. It's right there. Look, Frank, there's a sewer. He's like, nope, up the pipe with Mario. So there you go.
I mean,
where'd you go?
frankly, she's been healed, so she should at least be able to make one movement a turn. She can climb on her own slowly, if not.
That's right. And
Oh, yeah.
she
No,
can
no, no,
aid me
sorry.
to climb, Aiden.
Sorry, Nick's pushing you. Come on, armored butt. Let's go. Nixing on the climbing, carrying check while climbing. I'm just talking about climbing. So the two of them ascend and disappear up the pipe, leaving you guys alone in shadow. 1 samurai, 1 sylph, and 2 cavaliers, and a wolf with intelligence of 2. What do you do down here, boys?
Did
Should
anyone
we
happen
take
to
the
bring some
door ahead of
alchemist
us?
fire?
We're up Franks for leadership. They just talk at once. What?
Sorry, Leon, you first.
Well, from here we have 2 other pathways we haven't gone into yet.
Yeah, I guess you're the ranking officer now, aren't you, Leon? Following
Well,
the chain of command. Technically, you're
I
on the
mean,
same level as
experience-wise,
Gildervarth, but we're racist, so you're not.
Experience-wise, I would usually refer to. Experience-wise, I'd usually refer to Bartholomew, but yes, at the moment, I am the ranking officer.
The ranking noble, the gentry. Look at that stubble coming in nicely, eh? Yeah. So, not forgetting one's place, we have Fafall technically is considered a retainer of Lord Varth. We have an adopted noble. So in the eyes of society, though technically in game mechanic, they're equal status. Frank went right for the Stavian name, 3rd cousin to the throne, and he's a son of Taldor. Our samurais from the other side of the world, yada yada yada. Quick trip to some Vikings that happen to be adopted as personal guard by the king, and it's a mosh pit, but technically it does work. And we have our second in command, Leon. Then we have 2 second-class citizens that are not considered gentry because of their race, the halfling and the half-orc, but because of our prologue series, they were both personally knighted by Princess Stavian herself. And as far as the country,
and isn't Bartholomew a noble? Like by birthright?
Yep. Noble Scion.
No. You don't see Vicky the intelligent horse walking around flashing her nobility.
Then I want a refund on the feat that I took.
Yeah. I definitely would want that refund on the feat. Oh, no, trait, wasn't it? The campaign trait.
I would have to double check. It's been.
Is you saying your horse,
talent, right?
your mounts
Talent.
are like thoroughbreds?
I'm saying in my character creation.
Do you have the feat noble scion or the trait noble scion?
I'm looking for that trait now, my friend. One or t'other. I know you have to take both to be of high noble descent.
Yes.
I only have one.
I have both.
Yes.
Both. But you're not here now, so now the squabbling begins, right? Dad's gone.
No squabbling.
I was just
Winston knows his place. He just kind of like trots over beside Fafall. Wait, you know.
You serve me now.
No.
As I checked, it's still usually Bartholomew first through doors.
That's true.
Yeah.
No one seems to ever contest that role.
How you guys act in your own dungeon as comrades or equals, completely up to you. We were just talking about how the country sees you, how society sees you at this moment. What you guys do, I didn't mean to like you guys little had to, you know, Leon, I'm second ranking officer. No, you guys, you know, you guys are pretty good at stepping forward with the person that has the talent to handle the job.
Yep.
I've noticed.
Yep.
And you guys are.
And nobody seems to pull rank in party either.
No.
Unless there's another noble around, and then y'all turn into dickheads.
As is with being noble.
Yeah. It's just like, can't wait till we're venturing alone. Not bringing
Well, you know,
ratings and
I
nobles.
got to point one last thing out before you guys move on. Frank has coined a term, at least I've never heard it before, the diplomancer, as opposed to a necromancer, because of his high diplomacy, is the diplomancer. How do you know that you guys all haven't been diplomized? With his passive-aggressive ways and subtle manipulations within the party.
Technically, wouldn't that, you know, give him the traits of nobility if he's able to diplomance his way into our hearts with such...
Also, wouldn't we technically have to like him then?
No.
Yeah, it makes you friendly.
Just do what you say. Sorry, I was never one for a solid roll going, 30, king, give me the crown. I really hate that kind of thing. That's a broken mechanic. They tried to fix it in this. We really didn't enjoy it. It was frustrating for me to play. It's no secret it was frustrating for you guys to endure. So there is sort of the game mechanic of a straight diplomacy roll is really just moving a guy in that chart of 5, right? But you got to get him to helpful. And again, you getting someone to helpful, poof, doesn't mean he's going to like give you the shirt off his back. It could be something as subtle as a little bit of helpful information. That's it. It's all gray in flavor, right? So,
but if you keep plying them over time, if you spend prolonged time if you were to spend prolonged time with a king and we're smashing those 30 rolls, you could have him give you their crown.
Yeah. No, I'm talking more along the lines of Underdark merchants and, you know, clerics that want pay to play and all that shit. You also have to suffer. Anyway, here you are.
Note, despite being the quote unquote ranking officer or ranking noble in the dungeon at the moment, I wasn't saying that as a take charge. I was saying that as a let's do the next thing that needs to be done, presumably looking at Bartholomew.
Yep. Axe out on the door.
We're going to kill him?
Yep. It needs to be done.
Duel of Fates begins.
I know.
Winston just leans over to Fafall, holds his lance out. Light, please.
When they change, they move hockey players around. They're shuffling, right? There's Barkley going, "Please, Bartholomew, take me as your new owner." You know, that's
yes,
what
we set up in our favorite door formation.
Okay.
Arrow through Bartholomew's legs.
Okay, so set up, boys. Are you going for the door, or are you going through the cavern?
That's a door on the north.
I'll take second position behind Bartholomew, if you don't mind taking the flank.
Oh, I was hoping to go directly behind him so that I could shoot through the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that whole +4 per Cavalier shield bonus that you guys are stacking against Leon's enemy is like really, I'm really loving it. He's got to shoot through 4 you to get. It's like
He's just got to take the feats to ignore that stuff.
I'm not talking
One
about
day.
shooting into melee.
One day.
I'm talking about the fact that there's a physical object in the way, but he gets a shield bonus and they stack.
Well, yeah, and there are feats that get rid of that.
Quick
Is there?
question:
Yeah, but that's-
does it stack
that's a
though?
long
Because
ways
it's
away.
the same source, right?
No,
Like
different source.
enchantments don't stack. So
It just
same
makes
people.
it would just make
more
the,
people
the,
in the way. +4, +4, +4. You're shooting
It just
through
makes
4.
the cover bonus harder.
Yeah, more.
Goes from like partial cover to full cover to like heavy cover.
Yeah, and you can't shoot a target behind heavy cover or total
Well,
cover,
no, it's
whatever.
total
Ah.
concealment.
Total
No,
cover.
not a cover bonus. I'm not talking about walls. I'm talking about people giving opponent a shield bonus because they're in the way. I'm not talking about side by side where you take the -4 because you're shooting into melee. I'm talking about when your ally is 180 and is between you and your opponent, and that guy gives Buddy a +4 shield bonus. Now, I could be wrong, but I thought multiple opponents in said path stack. Anyway, for right now, we'll worry about that when it happens. It probably will.
We'll belay this argument for another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Belay that argument. On with the door. I
on
do a
with-
kick check. Bam. Actually, no. I do a handle turn check first.
You do a who and what now?
I open the door.
Oh, sorry. This is such a foreign concept with you. I was taken aback.
Oh, opening doors. I've been doing it
You
for like a year
you
and a
opening
bit
door without.
now. Oh, me.
Yeah,
In
without-
this game?
yeah.
Where have you been?
I have a problem.
Now that the paladin's gone, we all bust out our thieves' tools.
Evil.
Thank God. That guy would
Uh,
never-
I'm not
I
a
was
paladin,
lawful by
but I am
association.
All right. The
not a
door
paladin, but
opens.
still lawful good there.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, schmucks.
For now.
Sooner or later. I
No.
can't wait to, like, if we actually do get Fafall down on a deathbed, he just breaks into singing it. I did it my way, like goes full Sinatra. All right.
I did it my way.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Right.
The door opens to reveal a short hallway, 5 feet wide, 10 feet long, and another door. What do you do?
Jeez, I noticed a trend with these dungeons.
They like doors.
They
We
like
should open up a door.
They like
business.
doors into doors. Like, you open the door. There's a 5-foot room with another door. You
Yeah,
open that door. There's a
cubbies.
10-foot room with another door.
I
think
know.
the door salesman was in league with the engineer of this dungeon.
So you're faced with a door. Can I have a perception check? You want to listen or anything, or you just turn them
I'll
over?
give that a little whoop. 14 at the door.
Okay.
Ear
You
the
hear-
keyhole.
You hear Frank eating because this is a great time. He just got home for him to have dinner. Go, Frank. You know, that's it.
Who was Frank?
He's nodding his head. Sorry, inside joke. You don't hear much of anything. You open the door
I opened the door.
and you see a 10 by 10 room and another door in the corner. I shit you not.
I told you.
What is with this contractor? Ah!
Okay.
Yeah.
We
And that's it,
Proceed.
everybody. Have a good night. Thank you. Cue the music. No?
okay. Listen to this door.
Okay, sorry.
Do I hear this mythical Frank yet again? 25. Pizza.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet of dark vision. A hallway, 5 foot wide, 60 feet, and then beyond your dark vision, with doors, 3 on the north, 3 on the south, and a cubby of a hallway extending before you.
I'm going to find a room filled with doors. I mean, like a room that just has doors stacked up against the wall next. That's
Maybe.
the prediction. That's the prediction.
8 doors line the sides of this tiled hallway. The doors of several rooms are open, revealing 10 by 10 foot room bedchambers, each with a single bed and a nearby table. So, Revelio.
All right.
And 1 second here. Dun-dun-dun. Right, stepping forward quietly. Another perception check.
Yeesh. 17.
Now that you're through the door and have stepped into the room, down the hall, and like just quietly, because it is kind of muffled, but the doors are opened. You just hear as if someone was finishing a bit of a chant. Just a little bit of a chant.
On which side?
Like
Or
it's
in the
like
ambiance.
Yeah, it's in the ambiance. You can't tell what room it's coming out of. Yeah.
Make a hiney ho.
Yeah, and it's more than one. It's very quiet, and it finishes up quickly, but it does sound like more than one voice. You know, like you walk into those cathedrals, and they always play that music. Oh, like 16 people. Like, where'd that come from?
All right. I shoulder open the door to my south.
Okay. Roll for initiative, boys. Because with his perception check, Bartholomew, being warned of a chant, is not surprised, which puts us into action. Action mode.
Action mode 15.
19.
Lord Samish Gilder to the Varth.
Yes.
Yes. Reaching the top of the ladder and exiting into the office. Right? Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Exiting into the office, leaning out, giving the party the thumbs up, closing the heavy latch. You and Lothid make yourselves quietly down the giant stairwell that you rode up.
Mm-hmm.
Or is Vicky still there?
I was going to say, is Vicky the oddly intelligent horse still there? If so, I'll Lady Godiva her ass right up on Vicky's back.
She just rips her dress off. Here you go.
Wearing nothing but your short.
Either
curt
you have to be a virgin
Oh,
or
boy.
naked. Vicky only accepts one or the other.
Only accepts
Gas grass her ass. No one rides for free.
That's right. Well, just Lothid's just pulls one off the shoulder. Okay, well. Now, Lord Varth, I don't believe that's necessary. It's not the time. Stop flirting. So you mount her on Vicky,
Yes.
and the horse starts making beeping noises as it backs down the stairwell. Beep beep. Okay.
I know she's got that stable footing animal feet. She just walked right down those stairs like she knows what she's doing. But I'll go first, sword out, always alert for ne'er-do-wells.
Ninjas.
Ninjas.
Bandits.
Damn
You get to the top of the pipe and you see a giant empty burlap sack.
Did we discuss the bag of ninjas on air? Because otherwise it's going to be like, what?
That's going to be the inside joke for that.
did we mention the Winston wants ninja friends, has ninja friends? Yeah, we did. We were live, right?
Yeah.
We must have been.
Okay.
Because Gamma had comments about how living creatures can live for 10 minutes inside a bag of folding.
Okay. Sorry. So that's a follow-up joke, not some kind of... It's just like, what? Ninjas? In my campaign? No.
Ninjas, please.
No. Ninja, please. All right. Let's talk about the Dignified Repository, which is another map. On top of this map, because this is the warehouse now, really quickly. See if I can't juggle two maps, because you split the party. Nothing bad ever happens when you split the party. You're fine. You'll be fine.
Obviously.
Yeah,
It
you
would
guys,
be us if we didn't split the party.
you guys would be fine. Stop fretting. So, Lord Varth.
Yes. I know see me on the map. There I am.
You and Lothid, and we'll just say where Lothid is, there's 10 feet of horse coming out of her.
All right.
Okay. Get to the corner and you want to be in the front, right?
Yep.
And you're wary. So can I have a perception check, please?
I'm wary, is it?
You said you were wary.
I am. I've always been wary.
You take one more step forward there, please. Thank you.
Apparently, I'll take the higher of the two rolls.
Apparently. What?
Which is the first one. 19. 17 plus 2.
All right. The first thing you notice is it's quiet. Too quiet. No, we tied everybody up. Left. Did you guys kill everybody or just tie them up? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we left the most bleed.
It's
They're tied up
them up.
with unlife.
Pharasma's fate, right? If they bleed out, they bleed out. No, you guys did a couple heal checks, right? Yeah.
I think
Yeah, we did actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we did secure the warehouse.
So, Varth,
Yes.
I'm going to back you up right to here. Coming around the corner of the office where you actually have eyes on the door, the
Okay.
large door that you guys charged,
Uh-huh.
you never closed it. And yet
We didn't.
it's closed now.
Dun,
Uh-oh.
dun, dun. They have door closers.
Yes. On the alert. And this is why I am saying, Lord Varth, if you would roll for initiative as well. Or have you?
I have not.
And it's time for the big map shuffle, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
At the beginning of our initiative, who is what doing where?
Winning.
Winning.
All the winning. I got 11 for initiative.
All right. It'll stack you in there. Now, we're going to keep time adjacent to itself, as in, like, I will run 2 combats on top of each other. Sorry, 2 encounters. No combat for Frank yet. 2 encounters on top of each other in order of said proxy to each other. Everyone gets in on the action. No one escapes and has to have time to eat their dinner, even though they just all came home from work. All right. Resetting. Resetting my counters. Why won't that reset? That's strange. Apparently, there's no deleting the rounds. All right. We'll just call round 1 round 10. Kabink. Bartholomew Dunneldagan. With an initiative of 19. Barkley is secondary. Now, Barkley.
Oh,
So
I didn't roll initiative on Barkley. I rolled it on Winston.
Right. So Barkley just automatically follows.
Just matches my
And
And I think it's probably a good method to assume it, unless he gets like an early detection, but by like his scent ability or whatever. So like unless I can't see him ever acting out of turn, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like I think he would wait for Winston's commands. I mean, obvious resentment aside.
Yeah, no, totally. That makes total sense. That's just kind of the staple for So, one of our semi-official, one of our loyal satellite rules lawyers has chimed in. Good evening, Mr. Rob Hammer. Always a pleasure, sir. The highest cover bonus that would qualify is used. They do not add to each other. I thought it was a shield bonus for people. Anyway, that's
it's a soft cover bonus.
Okay. Perhaps I'm getting my 3.5 and me Pathfinder and now 2nd edition. There's a muddle. There's one thing I usually a DM would be like, oh, rules lawyer, shut up, or roll of fun. I don't mind like guys digging in the rules and going, as you can see here on page 4. I mean, the end decision is still mine whether to use it. And I always, not a debate or an argument about the rules, but bringing them up so that people watching, listening, going, oh, there is a rule. Because if we do a homebrew rolling without at least approaching the book ruling, audience may not know. They might learn the game wrong from us. So anyway, if one of you would be so kind as to back up Mr. Hammer, can find anything on it. Thank you. So, Mr. Dunneldagan, you sense something, you hear some chanting, you step forward, and what do?
I shoulder the door open.
Okay, the doors are actually open.
Okay, like, so I can see inside the room.
Yeah, like you see they're all open, as it said in that description. They're like, oh, the doors are open, and peeking in the first 2, the description assumes you guys came in this far, and so, like little bed chambers. That's nice, right?
Okay,
And then you kind of get that darkness.
Okay, so if that's the case, I look, see nothing, except for open rooms, and I will move 15 and look left and right.
Okay. Can I have a new perception, sir?
Sure. $22.
22. Let me just double check my guy here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Something's come up.
Yeah, no problem. So he peeks into a room, and perception like has a good look, warily as a standard, and he's moved, and that's him. So I can just move on. Winston. Is delaying. Fafall.
Fafall, you wouldn't happen to mind making this arrow here glow up for me. It'd be nice to have some light at the other end of this tunnel.
Not at all. And I'll snap my fingers and a light will appear on the tip of the arrow.
Okay. Winston.
Yes.
I delayed you.
Thank you. Sorry.
It's fine. Bartholomew steps forward and has a long look into a doorway. You're up. And while you're moving through allies or whatever you wish to do, Leon and Fafall start having a conversation.
Fafall light my lance before we even open the doors here, so I'm a light source as well.
Okay.
I am going to move down the hallway full movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Actually, I'll stop here at the intersection.
Okay.
Ah, that's not my token. It is, but it isn't.
I know. It got dubbed over.
It's fine.
It got dubbed over.
But that's where I'm going to move. And I will activate my final danger sensibility. And I believe I did reflex and fortitude, so that leaves will. So everybody gets the benefit of my danger sense.
Okay.
Which is if you fail a skill check, you can re-roll it. Or if you gaff, I shouldn't say fail. If you roll bad skill check, you can re-roll it with a +4 competence bonus.
Okay.
But you have to take the result of the second roll. And that would be for will saves. For, I believe it's 10 minutes, but I will double check that. Yeah. Yep. Oh, sorry, not 10 minutes. In the next minute. So we got 6 rounds. And that's my turn.
All right. Little technical difficulty here as my minis are going all haywire. Sorry, did you move? I missed that. You moved up?
Yes, I moved right up to the T intersection.
Okay. Charging forth. Right. Bartholomew is here at the doors. And Leon is just inside the room. The hallway. 3 in the hall, 1 in the cubby of a 4x4 room out there. So, Winston goes forth. Leanne is already discussing, Fafall. So, Fafall, what do you wish to do? Do you wish to cast a spell and light said arrow for a dude? Or
Yes.
you do your own thing?
So, yeah, I will cast light on the arrow, which will have Winston's lance go dark. Because I can only have one up at a time. And then I will start moving forward.
That, I appreciate your honesty, because I think we were doing that wrong. He was lighting up a couple people and is like, whoops. As soon as you recast the spell, it goes down.
I was only lighting up one person, but I think we would either all stay as a group or someone would light up a torch as well.
Yeah, or 2 bulbs wasn't that, and then we have Miss Captain Dark Vision, so, and yourself, so it's, I don't think we broke the game in any, you never would have saw that kind of crap, but good to note. If people
and if
are
worse
wondering,
comes to worse, I have a free hand. I can always just wield the torch as well if people need it. So
awesome. So you're a light bulb guy and you pass through.
Yep.
Okay. Meanwhile, this is going to be fun. Upstairs. Bring up the other map. Lord Varth. It's your turn, sir.
Yes.
You notice the major door that you charge through, the double door that leads to the sub-warehouse, to the ramp, to the south, is closed, and you don't think you left it closed. You're pretty sure you didn't leave that barn door open. What the hell is going on here? What's going on here?
All right, I will wave a retreat to Lady Lothide, and I will slowly creep down the stairs.
Okay, she looks at you, looks at the horse, and looks at the tiny office like, where am I supposed to go?
I turn back. Barricade the door if need be. Someone else is in the room.
All right. You're heading down. You head down the stairs cautiously.
Yep.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Any other actions? Because you have like a double move if you wish, or
that's one move. Weapon out. 5.
Or you're just looking to burn some actions on like stable perception. Like you're doing the big.
Yep.
No more that's taking 10 shit. You have a good look around, right?
Yep. Good looking around.
A good look around. Let's have a perception check.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me find my dude. Oops. Dang it. I keep rolling twice. 3.
You don't. Are those really crates before you? It's What if they were a painting of, a big painting of the back of the warehouse falls down and.
I start to move forward. Oh, what does this inscription say?
Just wanders off. Wrong character. All right.
I'm done.
Leon.
So now that I'm carrying the light source, I'll move
I'm lit too.
past.
I'm lit too.
By who?
By Fafall before we even went through the first door.
Yeah, and as soon as he cast his light spell again, the first one goes out, as per description of
Oh, really?
Yep.
We just
okay.
we just discussed that how it got buggered.
Ooh, sorry.
I'll quadruple check it, but
No, that doesn't make sense. Don't look it up. It's trope now.
yeah.
It's really. I've
You
made
can
a
only
ruling.
have one light spell active at any one time.
Yeah, that's fine. Because you guys have also whipped out torches and stuff. So, like I said, I don't think it's love lost or game broken. So, Leon is moving through, passing Fafall at the first door, and joins Bartholomew at the second set of doors. And at the front, at the T intersection, is Winston. Winston, I know it's not your turn, but you peek around the corner, and just before your light goes out, you catch a 10-foot hall that just ends in like a crumbling wall. And it looks like it's got those big hewn marks, like they were excavating and never finished. It doesn't look like something that's collapsed. It looks like they were just chipping away and stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. This was going to be a hallway, but nope. At a glance, possibly, unless it's an illusion. Lady Lothide. If only I had my gun. No, really, she owns a gun. Well, you don't have much gear naked. My buddy stripped me down.
She owns a gun and she has a noisy cricket. I'm just waiting for Tommy Lee Jones to come strolling out.
Give her a shit for... He flashes Varth. Doesn't remember anything. You guys, Oh, I had it set to a year, not a day. Whoops. Sorry, Lord Varth. You can retrain your paladin. There you go. If it was only that easy, right?
Well, I mean, it's your universe. It could be.
Could be. Totally.
I have a lot of sci-fi fun with Mummy's Mask. We'll just try to keep this off the cuff. So, Lady Lothide, for the moment, is going to stay put on said horse and is peering around herself, having to see if she can't spot what's what. Meanwhile, back in the hallway, we make our move. 1, 2, 3 cultists, like the ones that you had just fought, appear. Why are they not appearing? Strange. Try this again. 1, 2, and 3. Working in unison, stepping through the doorway, moving silently, stepping in to Bartholomew's view Like he just kind of like zoop out of the shadow, out of the table. Oh, there you are. I totally saw you there. And stepping to engage Fafall at the back of the line, cultist number 3. Starting with silent cultist number 1. Red shirt 1. Short sword already drawn. But what's this? They step out, don't attack. Their initial attack, as it were, hits you. That chanting we heard finished, but it was sort of a mumble and vibrate, let out, and release. A wave channeling negative energy. For some, sneaking attack. For others, and sudden shifting. All really cool stuff that we can do that I didn't get a chance in the last battle. But that's fine. Because now we heard you, we saw you, well, we see you now, and we attack. Ambush. Pop out with prep spells and this and that. So our lead guy comes out and hits the front line with a wave of negative energy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, engulfing everybody but Fafall. Can I have a saving throw? I believe it's willpower.
Oh, so glad I did that. Yeah, baby.
I think so. Let me just double check here. Spells.
So remember, if you gaff this roll, you can re-roll with a +4 competence check.
Like
Those
this.
who are not Canadian, can you please explain what gaff means?
If you tank it,
That's just Will, or that's just Matt.
Yeah, it's not a Canadian thing at all.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's actually like an
No,
old
it's-
English term for nautical tool used to grab things on a boat. It's a hook.
it's a hook on the end of a pole, so you can
Yeah.
reach off the dock and grab the corner wood shank of your boat and pull it tight to the dock. And it has 101 other uses.
I just like saying it because it sounds like you
Right.
screwed up. I gaffed it.
Right. So here's your innocent boat with no defense against the gaff, gink, and it gets pulled in. It's a, you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
It's really just me.
No, I've heard that
Okay.
before. That's a totally Canadian. You totally could have sold the Americans on this Canadian thing, and it's a perfectly good chance to add to our library of dictionary.
Not into false narratives, Jeff.
We've got many.
Guys,
We've got many
we gotta
Canadian
dip out
words
tonight,
already.
guys.
You got to dip out tonight?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's family emergency.
No problem.
Okay.
Terribly
All
sorry,
good.
sir.
Have a good evening, sir.
You two guys, ciao.
Better.
Bye.
All right. So it was willpower.
She's having the baby.
Da-da-da-da.
I bet she's having the baby.
Still a little early.
That's more fun than family emergency, and he's running away. I'm just saying.
He did change shirts. I'm pretty positive. I don't know what he was wearing before, but he had a bright orange shirt on when he hopped back on
He did.
camera, and it looked different.
I don't think you change your shirt to go to the hospital.
No, you change the shirt when your firstborn pukes on you. That has nothing to do with the new one coming.
Family emergency. Maybe Gabriel went to exorcist on him.
It's rocketing out both ends.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's my gaff.
See, that's what it's for.
And then +4. So yeah, it does a will save of 12.
Yes, it actually does succeed.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So
DC of 11. What, we're not like mega evil spellcasting priest, dude. We're a bunch of cultists with some sidebar powers. Come on.
by the way, 19
Nice.
after having failed with my 9.
All right. Well,
And you'll have to roll for Leon.
yeah.
Bartholomew.
Or
Yeah.
Bartholomew, yes.
I'm
sorry.
not getting, we'll get Joe in here. I don't get blamed for this. I get blamed for his crappy roll. All right, fine. What do we got here? Where is Bartholomew? There he is. Mr. Donald Egan. Nerves of steel. Right? No? Willpower of... Oh, I think he tanked that.
He did. Roll it again. Roll it again. +4.
He gets a new one because of your magical power. Yay. 9. He still fails.
+4 is 13.
Oh. Nice.
+4 competence bonus.
Should he get the competence bonus on the first roll and that's it? Not a reroll with a competence bonus?
No, it's the actual description says if you roll poorly, you can choose to re-roll with a +4 competence bonus, but you have to take the results of the second roll.
The DM included, okay, not blaming anyone, DM included, for a year has buggered a light spell. So my faith in us has just dwindled.
No, it's fine.
tonight, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
Oh, I get it.
Anyway, all right, man. So
and the actual terminology is when these allies fail a saving throw of that type, they can choose to re-roll the saving throw with a +4 competence bonus as an immediate action, but must take the results of the re-roll even if it is worse. And I can use that ability up to 3 times per day, 1 for each type of saving throw. And I'm glad I saved Will for the last one.
Fafall, can I have a perception check as I bounce out of the room and try to surprise you?
Sure.
I mean, you haven't gone this round. I do get the sneak attack, but, you know, for flavor.
Natural 20 for 22.
You totally see him coming. You see it coming, and there's the sword, and
You got your rapier in the way.
Yeah.
He jumps onto it.
He throws himself on your sword. No. He
rushes out the door.
Nope.
Scared.
He comes
fallen from my trap.
he comes forward and you react to his presence, and yet it's almost as if there is a malleable magical shield barrier around him, making his math slightly larger by a few inches, as we all wish we could. And it throws off your game, and he attacks you. Don't look into it. At the magic spell that I prepped. So
Mordenkainen's magical enhancement. It's
a
a cantrip, but it only gives 2 inches.
What?
It also only lasts a round, so you have to keep casting it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'll be with you in a minute, honey. I'll be with you in a minute, honey.
You guys gotta use permanency on it. That's what I did.
Oh, okay. I'm really sorry I opened up this bag of...
Makes the girlfriend a lot happier.
So just lean into it, why don't you? 15 hits.
It does.
Fafall. And damage, sir. You take a d6, 3 points for the sword, and unfortunately, another d6 for the sneaking of the attacking. And it's probably easier for me just to roll this and take away the +1. So, with a total of 4 points, though you've just got wounded 5.
Gotcha.
Fixed. Thank you.
Yep.
And next, I'm going to try to attack the last cultist is going to try to, jump Bartholomew. And comes out swinging. And ting, right off of Captain Shiny Armor. Like that was ever going to work. Even against his touch AC, right? Nope, he acted first in the round, so he's ready. Round 2. And it's Bartholomew's go. And he just charges into the room, pushing the guy back. Like a bull rush, back onto the bed. Tell me that's not a total Messina move in this scenario. I would like to bull rush him backwards onto the bed and have he bull rushes him backwards onto the... What a naughty show we've
Cue the Barry White. I mean, what you're like? Ooh.
Well, that's
down on that bed for me, baby.
That's the next round. Right now is the surprising.
Prepare to be greened.
21, man. He just bull rushes him, pushes him into the room. Ah! I'm off camera because he left the game. So who knows what happens in there next. Winston, you're up. Fafall, you're on deck. What do you do, Winston?
Okay, charging is a full round action, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and I need 10 feet and don't have it. So, I will level my lance at this guy anyways.
Okay. Sounds like Barkley's into it.
Barkley's totally up to it. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. He didn't like that spell. Oh, I should have done a willpower save for him too, though, I guess, eh?
Yes, please.
Totally forgot about that. I mean, never mind.
Yeah, no, come on. Let's have it, Barkley.
Come on, baby. 6, 8. Oh, that's a gaff. Come on, baby. 8, 10, plus 4 is 14.
Oh, okay. Fine.
So I hate to be that guy. I don't think Jeff actually rolled the damage for the channel negative energy.
Everyone saved for half. You still gonna take half, right?
Fair enough. Yeah,
Unless
so
if you roll a 1.
2. Y'all take 1 point of damage, please. I'll handle Bartholomew.
step up, pokey with the lance, and with my swift give encouragement to Barkley to give him a little chompy trip action.
Okay. Now, that's a generic roll, guys. I need you actually to adjust, please. Give yourself a point of damage.
Right, so that's 2.
Give yourselves a point of damage. 1 point, because...
half, right.
Half, right. As the negative necromantic energy of a dark deity washes upon you.
Winston's kind of hurt a little bit. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no one healed. I'm like, what do you think? I backed up time twice. I'm like,
right.
What do you do? What do you do? Oh, we go on. Okay. Oh, the girl gets a healing potion? Good for her. That's fine.
All right, let's make this attack action go down. Lance, to the face. Huzzah!
Hang on, you gotta target him, right? There you go.
10. Does 10 hit?
No.
Okay. Whist with the lance. But Barkley. Can you make Barkley targeted?
Got it, yeah.
Okay, cool. Comes in with the old chomper Rooney.
Go.
Oh, with a natural 1.
Natural 1. Silent Call is cultist, has no name. But Barkley.
Confirm the fumble.
What Barkley does.
His teeth fall out.
No. No, I agree that I'll only rely on my lovely cards. Feel so good during boss fights just to appease.
So Whiff Fest 2020 here with Winston. Moving on.
All right. Fafall?
All right. Move action to study this cultist.
He's dressed really well. I mean, first cultists go, they're pretty fashionable. Have you seen the cultist picture? Do you want me to pull it up? I mean, these guys look pretty dope.
I do not want to see it.
Oh, sure you do.
Because I
do.
missed horribly.
Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, these guys look pretty snazzy. Like, look at this guy. Like,
That's pretty fair.
That's pretty styling, eh? He's got the comb over sideways, like 20-something hair. He's got a purple and gold trim kerchief, bandit style. He's got slick-looking padded armor with round cuffs, but they still got the.
You know,
purple and gold
I go
motifs,
shopping, and most of the people I see out and about look like that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a COVID cultist.
Fafall, out of the corner of your eye, you see Leon turning around, readying to aim an arrow at the area that he would have to leave the room to get to.
Got it.
Yeah, drop prone in front of me. I'd like that.
Or
Yeah.
just 5-foot step out of the way to the side.
Yes. So, with an attack of 9, I poke wide, and then 5-foot step back,
Okay.
stepping out of the doorway, or
Yeah.
the path of the doorways.
Yeah, not into the other room, but back down the hallway way you came. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So, did you have a go at him? Did you poke?
Yep. 9
Okay.
missed.
Okay. Unfortunate. And Lord Samish. Now, I'm going to do a little something here. Okay. You guys are in different rooms. So, just for flow, okay, we're going to switch Leon. So that way we can do an entire room and then switch to the act. Otherwise, I'm flipping twice inside of one round. You know, you guys follow what I'm saying here?
I dig it. Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay. So, because it's not relevant to you guys going on top of each other when you're in different rooms. So, let's do Leon. Barth, you're on deck.
Well, Leon's actually going to hold until the silent cultist number 2 steps into the hallway.
Jesus, Jay, really? I've
So,
given you shit. And
I mean,
And I
considering
hold.
what I was
Really?
literally just saying,
fine.
Fuck your plans, Jeff.
I was being nice, to the show. It's fine.
Best laid plans.
So, I'm sorry, you want to hold your action until what?
Until Silent Cultist number 2 steps out into the hallway. 'Cause
Sorry,
otherwise he's
are you just holding or delaying, or are you doing that ready in action?
Ready in action requires me to spend an action. I'm delaying.
But say when you say delaying until, right? There's terms, and then as soon as those are met, like you said, the cultist steps out, you get your freebie. If you just hold, then you hold. If you delay, you delay. And if something happens, you can say, okay, I'd like to come back in the round now, unless the round is already over. Right? See, one lets you interrupt during somebody's turn. The other is like, okay, this guy goes, and you go like, you know what? Before the next guy goes, my delay turns off. I'm going to go now. You can insert yourself between two baddies. So that is the difference and the advantage of the trade-off. So what do you want to do?
I will be delaying, and I suppose I will let you know when I take my action.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry, I'm a little familiar. Seemed to be a little out of focus.
But the flag looks great.
Yeah. Trying a little new software, running the new NVIDIA broadcast to max out the new computer. And you know what? It's focused now. Slow. Follow daddy. Technology. Nope, I'm just a blurry face in the night. Moving on. I'm sorry, I've completely lost Leon's delay. You're going to delay, or are you going to set an action?
I'm delaying.
Okay. So, let me know when you want to jump in, sir.
Yep.
Meanwhile, upstairs. Dun, 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 dun. Lord Varth, your go, sir. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything off, but it's deathly quiet, and that door is closed.
All right. Well, I don't know anybody's actually in the room, but I suspect something is up. So I will creep forward 5.
I think 10. I would be neglectant in my DM duties to ask you, do you have any other senses, any other way of reaching out beyond your eyes and ears?
No.
Okay.
So I'll move right up to the corner and prepare an attack action if something jumps out to try to get me.
Okay. So you come to the corner and it's like scan and shield up, right? Sword and shield. Sorry, do you have your shield?
I have a shield, yes.
Did you bring it out? We talked about your sword being out. Do you pull the shield?
Would it be equipped? Yeah, he would definitely equip it.
You can pull it while you're moving, so I just want to know. Unless you had a hand free. We get into that with my free hand, with my shield. I don't want to get that argument, so to clarify now. Shield's up. Okay. The tension grows, but this round... Lothid is doing something. You keep an eye on her. You know, she's leaning over and she's whispering in Vicky's ear and stroking her and making nice, you're going to trust me. I'm going to ride you hard. Silent Cultist number 1. Upstairs. Is right in Barkley and Winston's face. And you know what I'm going to do there, Winston?
You're going to miss.
I'm not going to miss. I'm not going to miss. No. I'm going to defensively cast a spell.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a concentration check of 16.
What's the spell level?
1.
Oh, you got it.
No, I missed
no?
it by 1. It's twice 15
twice
plus
the spell.
twice the spell level.
Yep,
I missed it
double.
by 1. So he's like, anyway, he, with his free hand, he clutches as if there was something under his breastplate. Perhaps something precious. Focus, who knows? Waving his sword at you menacingly and making a strange hollowed face.
Does it give me an attack of opportunity?
No.
No?
You just lose the spell.
Because he eats the spell.
Oh, that's still brutal.
I was kind of going for the flavor here, describing what happens, but, interrupt us. Yes, he chokes down the spell and loses it and cannot do anything this turn besides move which I'm going to do. I choke down my spell, and I'm going to jump into the doorway. Cultist number 2 has been thrown onto the bed. He's been shoved back, and I need to, since I hit the bed, I need to make some kind of dex check or whatever to see if I actually go ass over tea kettle because there's an object there. Or I can't go backwards because there's an object there, but I'm gonna rule for the bed. The flipping over the bed looks like fun. See, Ryan? All the fun I can have with him when he's not here. He's gonna hate me. And you know what? And you know what? He falls over the bed, Ryan. No, really, he does. And then he pokes by getting up, and he just lays into him. Bartholomew just lays into him with the axe, and Ryan missed it. Silent Cultist number 3. Yeah, I'm a dick. Was in the doorway. Now, I'm not a moron. I am aware of my surroundings, and just like any other player who could peek out and there's a guy with a bow and there's you. So I am also going to
mislabeled your cultists. The one that's closest to me is 3, the one that's closest to Bartholomew is 1, and the one that's closest to Fafall is 2.
I see that. I kind of went down the line and screwed it up. There we go. We'll just shift them around. It's easier. Thank you. Right, so left to right, now we're all fixed, right? So, in the doorway here, okay, I am going to peek out and cast a spell at the bowman. And I'm going to try and cast defensively. And again, a similar sounding chant. I can give you that much at least, Bob. Ominous Dominus. I missed the bus. He missed the bus. 8. We both missed the... and then the rapier comes up. Nope, no spell casting, and he chokes it down. Dang it. Because even though I'm through a doorway, Fafall has attack of opportunity. Or do you? If I have cover, does that bugger that? I don't know. I don't think so. But that does sound something like you guys would pull on me. Anyway, I cast defensively. He fails. He did it just to be safe. And we'll just say you waved your pressing the advantage.
Okay, I'll take my turn.
Okay, so now you're dropping yourself to the end of the initiative, Walter.
Or, from a different perspective, the front of the initiative.
No, it's the end because basically you would have lost a round. Now, you can refocus. That would give you a 20, but you should have done that.
No, I just mean that, via the number, it still functionally works out that I go first out of all of our friends.
Sure, but when we get to the final round, you would have lost a full turn.
That's true. But effectively,
anyways, from where I am, he gets a cover bonus from the door, but he's not engaged in melee, so I'm gonna just shoot him.
That is true. That is totally true.
And he's point blank and a human.
And I'll set him up with target. There you go. Have at him. How about you?
Point blank human rapid. Where is that? The first one is a 23.
Yes. How many shots around do you get?
2. And then a 21.
At third level?
Rapid shot.
Ah. So they're taking them both at penalty.
Yep.
Plus 8 is a penalty for you?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're humans.
So, just curious for the fans, how do you come about a plus 8 with a penalty? Your dex gives you 3?
I've got a... Hold on, that's not showing me the math for it. I have a +3 from... Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's calculating damage. I have a +5 from Dex right now because I have a belt of dexterity.
Okay.
I have I'm pretty sure that on... Because I can't quite load my build right now, which actually I will.
Well, you
work
are
on that
you
and
are
get you the numbers.
you are Mr. Math in the first edition. I don't doubt it. I just thought the fans would be like, "Oh, cool! You know, how did you build your guy?"
Oh yeah, rapid shot is a -2 penalty, which is overcome by me doing the +5 base attack, or +5 from my dex, +3 from base attack, +2 because human, -2 because rapid shot.
And point blank shot gives you another 1.
Yes, which
Okay.
might actually not be calculated in there.
Okay, so you hit him twice. Long story short.
Yep.
And
And then I hurt him twice.
let's have that.
Yep.
Thunk, thunk.
It should be
2 arrows skirting through the doorway, catching him, one in the high shoulder, as he welches but doesn't scream
12.
unsightly and clang.
Oh,
and 10.
You just see the guy behind the kerchief.
pins him to the door. Chunk, chunk.
No, but you just see his eyes in pain, just like. You know, he doesn't cry out, but I'm a silent cultist, right? His eyes just like pleading.
Yep.
That hurt so much more than I expected. And he slumps to the ground, but that one arm raising that got pinned to the doorframe, as Matt suggested, and down he goes. Nicely done, Leon.
Thank you.
Bartholomew, Donald Dagon's turn.
Whew, glad one of us is doing something this time. It's like, oh, this is trouble. I'm looking at our rolls.
Bartholomew combat, Hulk smash. Come on, Bartholomew combat, where are you here? Abilities. I don't see his axe. Huh, he does nothing. Strange. Actions. Here we go. With what was he running around with? With his axe and shield, or just with his axe? He had the axe going. Pretty sure.
Yeah, he had the axe. We found a +1 axe somewhere.
With the axe. Lays into this guy as he's getting up with 7 points. As I said before, he provokes. And now his actual turn, which is now. I was just waiting for him to, swings, and the guy grabs the pillow and chucks it at him and rolls off with the sheets, kind of thing. Or I should say, leaping to his feet. Causing Bartholomew to miss on his actual turn, but he did get the attack of opportunity. And Winston, it is your go. Fafall, you're on deck. Winston, what do you do?
I will keep the advance. 5-foot step. Keep the pressure on him. Poke and encourage Barkley to do so as well. Oh, and I owe you a roll.
You do. You really do. What?
That was for my first handle animal to encourage him to do his thing. With a 20, it succeeded. And the 21 also succeeds, but just because I was on that page.
Yeah. You go, Cavalier guy.
Yep. 24 with the lance for 8 points of damage. And Barkley chomps down as well for 3 points of damage and trips him, or attempts the trip. That would be that. Missed the trip. So a total of 11 points of damage.
Ripping and treading. Was there damage on this guy before? Did you hit him before?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think there was any damage previous to Leon's volley.
Okay. So a total of 11, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Between the two attacks.
Fafall.
Well, see one corpse pinned to the wall in front of me, and it seems like Winston is doing all right, and Bartholomew has stepped out of my vision range, so I'm gonna step forward, look at the guy.
Okay. He seems like he's deflating. His body begins to wither to a husk, and this slightly glowing green jadish mist starts escaping his mouth and his ears, and his eyes roll back up in his head, and he starts disintegrating, like husking, like, you know what I mean, like all the water's going out of him.
Yeah. Can I make some sort of knowledge check on that?
Sure, it's subtle, but you're like right at, like, you literally went, I look at this guy. How's he? Oh shit! What the hell's happened to you now?
Yeah.
Arcana, poison. Did this is certainly not a. Is this some cool new samurai move? You know, like, what's going on here?
All right, got Arcana rolling right now. 18.
He has probably been enchanted, and his death is releasing said enchantment. This could be bad. It might be something like no prisoners, you know, like a death pill, you know, chomp, cyanide, oh, no questioning, you know, so you can't question the body or something like that. Or it could be bad for you. But there's you definitely feel that there's some kind of, you know, either previous magic which is causing this gaseous effect, or, you know, something's about to go off. With 18, that's all I can give you.
Gotcha.
But you don't think it's poison. I'll say this is not an alchemical effect, you know, where he chomps a tooth. You know,
It's
you're pretty sure this is,
magical.
yeah, dude was sporting a rune, and, you know, during my heart stops and activate rune, you know, or, you know, but what to what end, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you come up and you're having a good look at this guy, knowledge check, so that kind of burns your, you know, 6 seconds here. They might have even hung fire here. Meanwhile, upstairs, Lord Varth patiently waits. The seconds ticking by. Perception? Again, perhaps, Varth?
If nothing crops up, I'll
Not yet.
fire up Detect Evil.
Okay. Let's talk about cone, 60 foot in front of you.
60-foot cone in front, yeah.
Okay. Boom. Everything out and around, and yes, you do detect evil, but it's not 60 feet out. It's more like 20 odd feet up.
Look up.
Dark shadows moving amongst the shadows in the high rafters in this area. Lady Lothid is doing something, but you are completely absorbed in your evil. You detect several signatures.
I will point them out to Lady Lothid. They're up there.
There's evil in the rafters. Evil mice, something. Lothids. If you point up and say there are enemies, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Lothid, like, get the nod, and she spurs Vicky into riding. How does Vicky feel about riding? You know, like having a new.
You know, a horse is a horse, of course, but if she can make the right checks, that's fine. I mean, it's not.
I mean, you kind of like you. Hey, Vicky, I need you to take her. You know, put the girl on the horse. You know, like the horse got it when you introduced the two of them, right? You know, and you're gonna look after a girl, that kind of thing, right? So she's whispering, okay, you know, Vicky, is it? You know, that type of thing. We're gonna be friends, right? I might need you to listen to me. Anyway, yes. Spurring the mount to head down the stairs safely but quickly. Coming down the stairs to this position here, hurriedly, but still not getting, you know, she's a competent rider, obviously. I mean, I am a nobleman, but I'm, like, she's not rushing it. I'm going to charge down the stairs and 180 the corner and all that kind of stuff. So gets to the safety of the bottom of the stairs. So it looks like she wants to get to your position. That much is, like, if she's spurring the mount to come down to you quickly, it looks like she's trying to get to you or get out.
All right.
Meanwhile, Silent Cultist number 1. Now that we've rearranged them in a tight fashion. All right, spells aren't working. You're just too wiggy for me to, to get anything going here. So, I believe my best option, despite all my little tricks or whatever, is a classic. Now, stop me if you've seen this maneuver before. The hack and the slash. Attacking Winston with a 5 and a miss. Gritting his teeth, hearing...
Ow, he's dying.
Hmm?
He's dying.
No, I'm not. 11 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it just came up on when...
That's why I asked about previous damage. You're like, nope. Then it's because I shuffled them back, so... And that's why the guy went down so fast with Leon. No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
The only hits I've taken from you, and it's 11 points, and so that's determined. So I'm low. Okay. I'll give you that. He's a little wobbly, and perhaps I sense the fate of my comrade and act rashly. And some standard thuggish sweeping short sword, pretty skilled with the blade, but no match for you. And he misses with his sweeps of attacks. But then he withdraws onto the table. Actually, I'm going to corner it into the corner of the bed here, so I can get some height and, try to pull you into the room. And that's a me. And silent call. You know what? I can't 5-foot step safely, actually. And
yeah, that's uneven ground.
I can't withdraw, so I guess I'm stuck here. Before I set all the rules lawyers off on me. So, no, he's going to stay. Cultist number 2 is on his feet, is on the bed, and does get a +1 for higher ground because, I do. And I'm gonna attack Bartholomew. And you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I really am. I really want to try this spell because he's like the one guy that hasn't. If we could just pull it off. It's kind of our go-to thing. Concentration 20. Yes, a cast. Finally, somebody at least. I mean, if you guys save, it's fine. But at least we're competent here. Willpower for Bartholomew. He's good at those. He's good at those, right?
Yeah, he's okay.
He's good at those. Now, your bonus is gone, yeah?
Yeah, he's burned it. It's a one-off.
Oh. What do you got there? 2, 5. Ooh. Oh, no. He fails. He fails. Oh, no. Where's my spell? Huzzah. Oh, no. That's the wrong cultist. Damn it. No, I mean, like, I had the wrong guy up in front of me. The frightened condition is not for Winston. Because you're going to say, how come I have this condition on me? This cultist. Pull this guy up. Here we go. Right? Spells, cast, push button, and frightened condition automatically. Isn't that neat? Without me having to pull it up. Yay, thank you, Fantasy Ground sponsor. Is on, automatically gets projected, without my influence, on Bartholomew. And while y'all look up and begin discussing the frightened condition, as he's probably just going to, like, drop sword and run away. What did he show him in the room? I don't know. Want to see my tattoo? Leon, to end the round of all rounds. You just hear Bartholomew, no, Granddad, I didn't mean to. No, Grandpa.
Well, that's not usual for Bartholomew.
That's the only thing Ryan ever said he was afraid of was Grandpa, so... What do you think?
Yeah, but he never really said that without a drink in his hand first.
So what do you want to do?
For now, I can't really do much unless Bartholomew moves. So for now,
You can step in and shoot him.
Yeah, I mean, I could. There's a lot of cover, but I have a special thing for that. I'll 5-foot step.
Okay.
And then spend a move action to steady my aim. Using bullseye shot.
Mm-hmm.
Bullseye shot, point blank on a human.
Frightened is nasty.
Yep.
That is a
frightened is gross.
Yep.
26 against the cultist.
Sorry? 26?
That's a 26. Yeah.
To hit.
Sorry,
That's good. Okay, so beyond the cover of Bartholomew, you shoot him.
Okay. For 11 points of damage.
I wonder if I got that in time. You shoot him, and as you literally, you don't know what's going on with the back of Bartholomew that's in your way. And he finally moves, right? And he looks smug, right? And he's clutching at his chest, and then you just shoot him right in the throat, above his hand. It's clutching his holy symbol, and it's like, and down he goes, and he's done.
Dude, you're savage with that bow, man.
Yeah, if only you guys could give him a shot earlier, this campaign would have been over in like 20 episodes, right?
Well, it's not our fault the dungeons are all hallways and 10-foot square rooms.
As soon as he smuggled it into the plant, I'm like, oh, here we go. The gal is going to be ruined. He's going to start shooting people. Here we go, you know. Nope. No, he refrained because he's a noble, knows what's going on. Bartholomew's turn. Would anyone like to read the frightened condition? Well, I just move his mini.
A frightened creature flees from the source of its fear as best it can. If unable to flee, it may fight. I don't know if you'll count Leon as blocking his path.
You are allowed to move through friendlies for free. So
There
no,
you
he
go.
does not block him.
A frightened
If the
creature
source of its fear is dead in front of it.
I didn't see that. I'm afraid. You're shooting, heat of battle. I'm not gonna make a perception check. He saw him take a hit and a gargle, but it's just like If you disintegrate him or something more flashy, but the guy takes an arrow and like.
Yeah. A frightened creature takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. A frightened creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. Indeed, the creature must use such means if they are the only way to escape. Frightened is like shaken, except the creature must flee if possible. Panicked is a more extreme state of fear, so it gets worse than that, potentially.
Yeah, panicked is drop your weapon and run. At least Bartholomew just gets the hell out of there. No, Grandpa! And he just bolts. How long does it last? It's a spell.
That
Interesting.
I do not know. I was just looking up the condition, but
If it's cause fear, low level, it's basically the one roundy. Like he can, he gets a saving throw each round to break it up to X amount of rounds.
Yeah, and he runs and then does the walk back of shame.
Yep. Hey guys.
That would hurt his pride pretty badly, actually. It really would.
Yep. And he's like, hey guys, about earlier. Where the hell did you go? 1d4 rounds or 1 round. If he succeeds, he's shaken for a single round, but he failed. If he failed, off he goes for 1d4 rounds. So that's round 1. I'll let you know, unless you chase him down. I'll let you know when you see him again. A little d4 here. Get in there. Trying to roll my official dice. There we go. So he goes shooting past both Fafall and Leon, rounds the corner, disappears through a door, and that is Bartholomew. Sir Winston.
Yeah.
And it's not like he runs out screaming, flailing his arms either. He just gets the hell out of there.
It's going to be a rinse and repeat. So,
Okay.
Attack with the lance. Haha. Natural 1.
One.
Automatic miss.
Oh dear.
Boo. Encourage Barkley to do his thing. Come on, buddy. You can do it. 13. I believe that is a fail as well. I think I need to hit 15.
Pretty sure. Let me just double check. Yeah. AC is like 16. Okay. So, you guys are done. Fafall, you see, a strange expression. Head down, just goes flipping past you, and agile. Like, he would literally throw himself up against the wall to get around you, or you just, gracefully step aside. Either way, shoom, the train goes flying past you. What do you do?
Step up 10 feet, start scooting past Leon, see that dude is very dead. Continue on to Winston, see this dude is alive, and I'll take a poke at him.
Okay. So you're just gonna, because Bartholomew ran out of there and Leon shot in, a glance, you see an arrow, you're just going to assume because what happened last time?
Yeah.
That's a safe assumption, but...
All right. Attack of 15 is a miss, not even including cover.
Sorry. Yep.
So,
Seriously though, like Leon's rolling through here like 007.
yeah.
Dun-dun-dun. No. All right. Meanwhile, upstairs, Varth. You can sense them up there, but you don't see them. It's very dark up there, actually, now you come to think of it. I mean, it's not like you have a light source to throw around in the ceiling, which is the place is pretty much pitch now, but, I mean, we did invade at night and all that kind of thing. No, it was middle of the day. Did you guys come stomping down here in the middle of the day? Yeah. But there's no windows. There's no windows, look. And all the doors are closed. There is no outside light source to penetrate this place. Except the proverbial chinks in the crappy medieval, woodwork kind of thing, right? Like a barn.
Yeah, I'd give it low light. It's just a warehouse.
Extreme. Well, I'm glad you would, but I'm not. So it's dark. It's dark in here.
Well, I guess we know who the dick in this situation is.
I just love how he just rolls in there like, well, you know what, DM, you should give it low light. Okay, you're not there. I was being kind with the barn thing. No. Varth, what do you want to do?
Full daylight. Bright.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cast what?
Yes, full daylight in here. I will look at Lady Lothid.
Speaking of Lothid, I've got spells. Nope, I do not. Magical family, but, things, backstory.
Not a spell to be had.
That might be part of the reason why she's the black sheep.
I will look at her and say, run! And then book straight to the door and begin to open it.
Okay.
I'm trying to clear the way for her so she can at least get out.
All right. Do you have any movement or action left by the time you get to the door?
No, that's
okay.
it
You
right
get to the
there.
door
It's
and get to the door and lay hands on. Okay.
That's right.
Lothy, clippity clop, 5-10 maneuver, squeeze, Vicky, comes upon you, gets to your back, as it were, waiting for you to open the door.
Yep.
Cultist number 1, Leon. Bartholomew goes flying past you. Well, that's strange. Possibly distracting you from what immediately starts happening to the guy you just killed, because you're still in combat mode. 1 down, 2 down, find the mark, you're in combat mode, and you're a machine. So unlike Fafall, who was just kind of like looking around with nothing to do.
I would be very concerned about Bartholomew just running off.
Silent Cultist number 1, though, does get a turn. And guess what I'm going to do? Any guesses?
He's going to die.
No, I don't die on my turn. I die on your turn. On my turn, I'm going to desperately do something.
He's going to provoke.
No. Surrender is always an option.
No.
Why do you keep asking us what's going to happen? He's like, you can't tell me what's going to happen. So, guys, what's going to happen?
I didn't say what is. I said, what do you think? What do you think he's going to do? I always like hearing from the people.
What do I think he's going to do? He's going to attempt to cast a spell.
No,
and die trying.
No. I flash my sword out towards you and actually score a hit with a 19.
Yeah.
And do 6 points of damage.
Oh, that hurt.
Leans right in, gets around the doggy, and right in the upper shoulder, a big skewer for Sir Winston, who's
Ow! 18 wounds now. I am not. I am not in my peak form.
Yeah, he's taken half. He's at 50%, guys. So schmug. Wounds you, Leon. You see the sword arm come out, and Winston yowl in outrage, not pain, just outrage. Leon.
Have you got this?
Me?
Well, both of you. There's 2 of you there.
Sorry. Implying that you should. He's just sitting there like twanging on the strings. So you got this, right? Because I can't do all the work.
Well, no, because if they do have this, I'm going to go try to chase after Bartholomew.
It's up
Yes,
to you.
man, we're good.
Off he
And I
goes.
begin pursuing Bartholomew.
All right.
And he
And
just
this is-
keeps running from you.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I can give you 60 if you kind of like run going, you guys got this, right? And you're running away unless they stop and you pull up heels, right? That kind of thing. However, you can see the back of Bartholomew. You catch up to him. He's gotten through 2 doors and he's round a corner there. But
I
then
mean, as long as I know where he's going, I can try to chase after him again next time too. So yeah,
Oh shit! There
that's
goes
fine.
our light.
he yep.
You guys got
One
this,
guy
right?
can-
Yep.
No,
Can't say shit.
no,
That
the
light is
should be going on in the first room.
Yeah.
Leon was your light source, and he just you got this right,
Nope.
and then Leon.
No,
No,
leaves.
No,
the arrow was.
All I need is low
the,
light.
the arrow pinning the guy to the door is the light.
Oh, I thought it was the arrowhead is like buried in the guy.
Yeah.
5, 10. No, it could be the whole arrow. It's cool. 5, 10, 15, 20. Anyway, yeah, he disappears Wah, out the door. Obviously, at least 2 rounds for Bartholomew running away. Winston. Oh, Winston.
I do what Winston does best.
Eat.
Pokey,
Complain.
pokey, pokey, pokey,
Get
pokey.
Barkley to do all the work. What? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
There's a list.
So they're natural 20, critical hit
Oh.
with the lance.
Would you like to pull a card?
Oops, I clicked the wrong button, but it hit 2. What? Yeah, you know what? Yes, I would. Just because I know you want to pull a card.
Nah, these are good at beginning combat to like hamper. Like for a finishing move, just take the damage. Enjoy
Okay.
yourself. Enjoy yourself.
3 points of damage.
Ooh. How come you didn't get double dice? What happened?
Oh,
Should you-
because I rolled another hit afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I broke it by accidentally clicking the wrong field.
So just click another D6. Like just do
Ah, damn it! You fucked it all up.
that. No kidding.
There you go. 4 plus what is it?
2.
2. Yeah,
Right,
6.
okay,
So 6
so
and 3 is 9 points of damage.
Right through him. The lance pops out the other side with a little
You guys got this? Yeah, we got it.
pops out the other side with a little whoosh. And down, 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 down.
I even had Barkley roll that dice
What?
because he would have been coming in with a bite after. In fact, he still might, because that's just the way he rolls.
Down he goes.
I mean, you did
As
give him a swift action.
the last cultist falls, and we end combat for you here in the basement. As you withdraw your lance, and it's quite the hole, it's kind of obvious the jade smoke just wafting out of the sky, and he just starts shriveling up in front of you. Oh, sacrificial lambish. And this eerie smoke just starts pouring out of him.
Oh. Well, I've still got movement. Run away!
Do you guys remember the scene in the original Dune? And he's clawing at his father, and all the gas is coming out, and he's just kind of pawing at him? No?
Well, then again, I've never seen Dune.
Well, they're
so,
they're remaking it. So you can wait for the next one.
fair.
And I approve of the cast in the new one so far.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Did you just skewer and run? Oh, fuck
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So they're like, I still have movement. I'm just like, ah, pff, and then they're like, you can't miss the jade smoke pouring out. It's just like, aha.
Yeah. Everyone's just bailing on you, Fafall. Just for funsies, we'll just keep this in rounds. Barkley goes running off. Fafall.
Well, I was gonna heal him, but maybe I'll heal myself.
Okay.
No, I'll double move back to the room.
Winston, before you guys go, okay, the smoke from the last 2 corpses is already pouring out into the hallway.
Oh no.
Barkley pulls up short, even though you said full run. He's just like, hey, you sure you want me to walk through that?
Is there a knowledge I could tap into that might give me a hint, like knowledge nature or anything like that?
Knowledge nature to see if it's some kind of natural or unnatural poison. Anyway, Fafall, it is your turn, and you're trying to heal him, and he goes to go, and then all of a sudden, he pulls up at this little waft, very low to the ground, just kind of pouring out of the room. Barkley kind of like, nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna force him through it.
Okay.
So you can set the DC, but here's my handle animal. 20.
Okay.
Does he continue through it?
He does.
Sweet. Move along.
But you don't.
Oh, no.
You have
Pardon?
no idea why. But Barkley, saddle, and all just seems to shoot out from under you as commanded, and you find yourself sitting on your butt, holding your lance in front of the smoke pile,
Chink.
like he just got out from under you, and he just zips down the hall. Behind you, facing off with his own smoke trail, which is now pouring into the room behind you, back to back, 10 feet apart, over top of the T intersection that doesn't go anywhere, smoke pouring into the room, are Fafall and Winston. I didn't plan this. I had a vague idea of something I might be able to do, but the fact that you two are either like hedged in the smoke trail back to back, but there is something else about you two characters, something that Aiden and Matt has done with their characters that no one else have done. And cutscene ensues.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, Winston loses his mount, takes off. Phew. And down the hallway, this smoke here in front of you guys just suddenly like epically just kind of billows and flares up like a barrier, like looking nasty. You want to go down the hallway full of green smoke? Be my guest. But it does seem, shall we say, aggravated, agitated. But that does not mean there's no escape. The hallway that goes nowhere actually goes somewhere now.
Qua?
A wavering, shimmering wall of rainbowish color, but sick colors like puke green and shitfly green and and this kind of thing start undulating on the wall, and a dais opens up. The entire wall falls away into what appears to be an open cavern. It's almost as if the dais ate the wall away to reveal a secret chamber back here.
Okay.
In said cavern, which has got to be at least 60 feet wide, two massive, and I do mean massive, strangely Zaitan, how would you call your countryman, Leon?
Chensha.
Sorry, Chenshayan styled boots, but they're massive, like for a giant. Stand in your line of sight in this room.
Just the boots.
Just like you see the top of the hallway is low enough that you just see boots. And the boots are like 30 feet in. That's how big these boots are.
Are they made for walking?
No. No, they are not. They just stand there. But nicely done. Hero point for Aiden. So, trying to, fall, reeling from this distortion in reality, pulling upon your arcanic knowledge, shaking off and bolstering your will, knowing something, you're not in Kansas, or someone is playing tricks on your mind. Illusion over teleportation, in your experience, is always the go. Hallucinatory gas, this is all an illusion, much more conceivable at your level than the DM poofing you far away. This is likely, because of your character class and because of your personal experiences, the DM's telling you this is likely the logical explanation. You could decide for yourself what's real, but, as far
I
as your
can do
experience
something about that gas, too.
Exactly. Winston is probably still figuring out why Barkley finally left his ass on the floor, you know.
Oh, I'm still on my ass.
Okay. Before or after, it's up to you. You guys wish to do something about the gas to get through it, but I will tell you this. A noise attracts your attention. A rattling chain as a man-sized bird cage is lowered from the ceiling on a massive gloved hand and plunked in front of the boots. Inside it, a figure struggles. What do you do?
Well, Winston,
Back to back in the T intersection. The gas, I'm assuming, is advancing.
Nope. But it is filling everything in front of you.
Well, I'll get up, drop my lance, and draw the sickle.
Okay. Fafall.
the rapier's still drawn. Well, which do you think we should try and take on? The gas or whatever the hell that is?
I'd have more of a chance of against whatever the hell that is than the gas.
Alrighty then. 5 foot step back, slap him on the ass with a cure light wounds.
Okay. What do you got?
Good game, bro.
Good round, yeah.
3 points of healing,
I'll take it.
Why 3?
and then continue going forward.
Why 3? 1 for the roll, 1 for the level.
So 1 on the dice and 2 for the caster level, as I am a second level bard.
Right, to a max of 5 because
Yes,
it's
to a max of 5.
Okay.
Right.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Back above half.
Yeah, down to 15. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. The gas thickens, remains, but does not advance on you. Almost, it does seem to beckon if you guys want to take your chances. However, investigating the room by going down the 10-foot little hallway, peeking into the room, there does seem to be light in here. At waist level, lost in darkness as this massive humanoid legs and boots of that style disappear up into the ceiling, seemingly into darkness. The hand withdraws and the cage remains. Cage is about 10 feet tall, good 6-8 feet wide, just big enough to sort of comfortably have someone like lay down in it. And there is a tattered robed figure stirring within, rattling a chain. The chains are anchored to a giant ring in the center of the floor of this massive birdcage, and this creature is chained up. You mumble your spell, words on the road, chants, gods, arcane magic mixed together, quick slap on the fanny for Winston, and use positive energy. Ah. The creature seems to react to that, stirs, and a black, feathery head emerges from the pile of folded up robes, and a large raven? A large starling? A man-sized bird creature regards you with one big blinking eye. Looks around as if it actually was sleeping and is trying to get its bearings. Who are you? Have you come to taunt me? No, that's not his style. Well, are you real? Or just sleep deprivation? This Tengu emerges from its coils of chains and comes over and just sort of lazily prances over to the edge of the bars and just peers at you through them. Curiously. What do you guys do?
I'll stick my hand like through the, or
Okay.
try to stick it like through the wall.
You enter the actual chamber, because remember, like, you guys are just peeking into like what appears to be like a 60-foot chamber, and this thing is 30 feet in. So there's 30 feet away. Though there does seem to be some sort of ambient light source. So you can see the creatures clearly.
Yeah. So that again, just kind of
Advance.
Well, I'm gonna stick my hand through like the door frame first, see if it
Okay.
goes through instead of
yeah.
it, because it might be some sort of divination magic.
Oh, I
you know?
gotcha. Yeah.
If it goes through,
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Okay.
continue walking in. I mean, we're as real as you are.
Not comprehending your intent, it watches you kind of do the hand mirror guy thing, you know, like you're testing spatial anomaly and you're just kind of like stiffing your hand. Anyway, it kind of reacts. The creature just sticks out a large feathered wing and kind of pokes it through the bars at you and wiggles it. Come on, man. As you can see, I cannot hurt you.
Well, you and this room did not exist mere moments ago. So I'm less concerned about you harming us and more whether this exists or not.
Oh, that's rich. An illusion that exceedingly insists that it is real, implying that I am not? I assure you I'm quite real. Fine, I will chalk this up to an amusing distraction, but... And he kind of like yells off to the ceiling. I'm not falling for this, Kazakib. I'm just bored. Now, do you have a name? Or is it the little details that he's forgetting again? I usually see through these things sooner or later. He's peering at you with one eye. The other eye, he looks wounded, like someone's beat the shit out of him. Is all swollen up as he turns his head, and you get a glimpse of it.
Well, the name's Fafall the Siege. Originally from the deserts near Katapesh. But, and this is Sir Winston. What of yourself? I haven't seen a Tengu ever, actually.
he falls over in laughter and just like has a laughing fit, and then like, sorry, I really didn't think you'd tell me your name. Names have power, you idiot. You should not give yours so freely. I'm certainly not going to give you my name. Though it is polite of you, I suppose. So
you truly think that is my full real name? Oh, you fool. I'm aware the names have power. That is the name that I go by.
well, I hadn't considered that. He just thinks for a minute like you got him. Huh. Okay.
So we are both men of deception. Very much appreciate that.
He ruffles his feathers and bustles at that word to say, I am no such thing. I speak only the truth, and my observations are quite powerful. What do you think I'm in here? A prisoner? That ogre mage's moron. Oh, he does go on. Never mind that.
Winston will poke his head over his shoulder. A prisoner of whom?
Kazukim.
Can I make a knowledge something?
Sure.
History or local?
Anything you want.
All right, well, everything's at a +7, so knowledge, whatever.
Okay.
25.
You are certain that that name is foreign and is not in a record that you'd recall, a Tal'Darim history, a favorite enemy of a foreign power that would fall, that would, again, be recorded in said history. But with Awesome 25, you aced it, but you don't know it. So, not a Tal'Darim enemy, and certainly not local. But
Well,
then again...
I'm not local either.
No, I
a
know.
decent
No,
bit of
I
history, but
I meant local. Sorry, I meant local to Taldor, or local to Katapesh, where you're from, or local to Assyrian, where you've recently explored. No, and no.
Gotcha.
Don't know him. Never heard of it. But
So I'll peer back over the shoulder. Do you require aid?
oh no, I'm fine. Yeah, you think? And he starts rattling the cage. What, you're some kind of simpleton? I bet that dog has more brains than you. Barkley just looks up and kind of grins and then
Barkley's
looks
not here,
away.
is he?
Yeah, Barkley isn't there.
Barkley bailed down the hallway.
I know. You're so used to your mount's reaction, you look down as if he would react because he called his name. But he's not here. But dude points at you, calls your mount's name, and seems to know something about the two of you.
Tugs on Fafall's sleeves. How does he know this? What sorcery is at work?
No, I doubt it's specifically sorcery.
So are you trying to be quiet, or can I overhear this?
I believe
I'll try to be quiet. I don't know
Okay.
if I succeed. I'll give you a stealth check.
Okay. Tries to whisper, right?
16. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
In response.
Yeah, that's fine. So you guys just start whispering.
It's most likely not sorcery. Some other studied magic, most likely. Yeah. So, you need help. You seem to be some sort of magic user and fairly powerful, at least based on your ego. Do you think we'd be able to help you out of your situation if you cannot help yourself? Do you think us powerful men, powerful caster?
You think you're some sort of figment of Kazakim's imagination meant to torment me, and this insult that they don't even know what I am to you is insulting! I'll give you that at least. Point for you. And he turns around and he scratches something on the floor, like a little point for the bad guy. And then he comes back to you. Very well, I will tell you. I am... And he puffs himself up, brings his wings, tips to his center of his chest, and as he announces his title, flares them out in a big splay. An oracle! And turns his head up in the air like he expects some kind of big reaction, right? Holds the pose. Yeah, knock over my drink. And then he just kind of like looks at you, right? Like, oh, bye.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Well,
believe you deemed blessed by the gods. Correct?
Really? And he kind of like flicks a feather like to ping the bar. I suppose that's on your perspective. Incredible foresight, knowledge that only the gods incur or have or choose to give to me, and what happens to me? I get picked up, plucked out of my prime and my vocation by the first power-hungry mongrel servant of a leftover regime that should have known had been overthrown several years ago. And here I stay and rot, as they poke at me and prod at me and ask me this and that, and who is this, and how do we get the armor, and why is this name so important, and it's just, why am I telling you this? And just kind of shrugs down, sits.
Well, revealing information, even if it is just crazed illusions, is good for the soul. Never forget that.
Well, I'm certainly not bored anymore. I can't say that you're trying to entertain me, but I don't expect that, since you're just a figment. All right. He slowly gets back up and leans up to the bar. I suppose this charade won't end until I do something. Ask me a question, veil or disguise it as best you can, smother it and make it sound sweet to me as if I had no idea that it's truly coming from Kazakim, your puppet master, and I will give you the most cryptic, insane answer, but always laced with truth, that I can. Let him sweat it out for once. Come on, ask me anything. Peering at the bars through you.
So,
Matt's shaking his head. You really got nothing over there, Whit? It's like, what the hell?
I got a ton of questions I could ask. Winston, however.
Yeah, very well, very well.
Do you like
he's still got
jazz?
he's still still got his hand on Fafall's like sleeve. No idea what's going on.
Fafall is actually going to step forward, grabbing his thieves' tools out of his scarf, and start approaching. And
Winston will
starts to
cover
inspect
him.
the lock.
Okay. That's pretty straightforward. It's massive, it's heavy, cold iron. but it's, you know, simplistic in its design. It's just very, very heavy. So like a small pick or whatever couldn't turn this easily. It's not beyond your ability, and you, of course, you have Masterwork Thieves tools, do you? Yeah.
Yes.
Then you can attempt, no problem. But there would be penalties if you had regular Thieves tools or a dagger, because, like I said, this is a well-made lock.
Right.
But not the way you think. It's not so well made that it's like it's hard to pick. It's well made that it's heavy and not easily moved with picks.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah,
I got a 10 on the
massive.
dice.
Okay.
So does that set off any traps?
Nope. Snap.
No.
That's a fail by 10 or more. It's like, yeah,
You have to be trained in disable device to disable device. I can't aid him, can I?
Yeah, no, you gotta be trained.
Well, you can just get a 10 on the dice to be like untrained with it. I figured it's like a knowledge skill, right? Even if you're untrained, you can beat like
you
the
can
DC 10.
You can take a
no,
you can take a 10.
you have to be trained.
Yeah,
in
I
a
think
skill.
disabling
okay.
device you actually have to be trained in. It's like the mechanics of
No, but I think
Pathfinder.
because it's not a trap. Like he's not trying to search for trap or whatever. Trap or no, he's just trying to pick a lock, and I think you can take 10 on that because you're not threatened.
I'll take 20 on it.
That I don't know if you can do.
Yeah, you can take 20 on disabling a device. You just
Oh yeah, you got all day.
keep,
Yeah,
like-
okay, so
Yeah, you know the Skyrim where you have like
you
10
just pick it up.
lockpicks and you just kind of
picking
keep
it up.
going
Yeah,
at
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so while you're playing around with this clickety click, it's going to take some while, right?
Yeah.
Is this going to take long? He's just kind of looking at you. Do you want to talk to him or concentrate, or maybe he'll turn my?
I mean, I'll talk to him. I got plenty to talk about.
I'll take time and really I'll take if I can take 10 to perceive my surroundings. I'm
Sure.
quite curious as to where those freaking boots went.
Okay. Oh, they're there. They're standing behind the cage.
What are they attached to?
Legs, giant knees. You can see.
We're just
massive-
having a casual conversation with a bird in a cage while a fucking giant is standing behind it.
Yeah.
Yep. You go have a closer look.
I will not go have a closer look, but I will focus my attention.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Absolutely.
Okay.
17.
It would appear that instead of flesh, this creature's actual muscle tissue, like where you can see gaps in the armor, like it looks like real armor, you know, like real padded or real leather stylized, you know, Taishenian armor, right? And there's like the gap between the sock and the kneecap, and the guy's wearing clothes, right? But instead of skin, you see what looks like jade stone, possibly implying.
I have no idea. I'm a cavalier.
Anyway, but still, you get as far high as the belt, and anything above that just seems to be obscured in darkness. And
It's
there's
not
that
moving or anything, right?
well, the hand withdrew after it dropped the cage, but no, it's just sitting. They're just legs just stand there behind the cage.
It's not trying to squish me?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, I will continue, sickle
Okay.
in hand to cover Fafall's back while he tinkers with the cage. I won't engage in conversation. This does not seem like something that Winston would have.
Okay.
I'm just like the whatever, man. I must have inhaled too much of that green smoke.
Yeah. Here, Fafall, talk to him.
Exactly.
It was
But
a
I'll
subtle.
watch
It was
his
a
back.
subtle reference. I was waiting for someone to hammer that home. It was like, "Come on, guys, green smoke." And now we're seeing a talking bird. Come on, no, okay. Jade green, yeah, it's a tango.
Fafall has seen enough magical shit.
Yep, and alchemical shit.
Yeah, that too. This ain't a high. This is
Nope.
something else.
Nope. So it could be an illusion, though. Like I said, it's something is
Oh,
playing
yeah,
with your mind.
absolutely.
But anyway, as you're, picking mouth and bringing out the big boy, click, snap, click, taking your 20. You have the proverbial 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He right now he's just kind of amused to watch you.
Yeah.
And like I said, besides, is this
So-
going to take long? Anything else?
So, this Kazuki, you said he wants to know about some armor. What armor?
Oh, well, I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you something that Kazakim already knows. The armor. The Guardian's armor.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, he rolls his eyes. A river runs to the capital. At the mouth of the ocean, there's a city. One man wears the armor. One man decides passage of all vessels upriver. Yes, no, you go, you stay, you pay more taxes. You're second-class citizens. We don't allow tengus in our brothels. It's annoying. One guy has all that power.
Fair. Okay. And he has this special armor.
Indeed. Well, he had it. Now it's lost, and everybody wants it. The good guys, the bad guys, the old guys, the new guys. They've rattled every cage. I suppose they've turned over every stone. The only reason I'm alive, I suppose, is because they haven't found it yet.
So, are you one of the good guys or the bad guys? And are you forced to work for the good guys or the bad guys?
I'm the guy trapped in a cage talking to the blue guy. Bored to tears. He just kind of like waves his feathery as if fingers at himself, like, this is me. I'm accepting my fate.
And that's fair. So, do you have any idea where it might be?
Well, I know who should have it. I don't know where it is exactly. I mean, visions are granted. It's not like I can just like go through my brain like it's some sort of clerical scroll process and you pluck the right scroll off the shelf and go, oh yeah, it's in this guy's hands or basement or whatever.
Right. No, and that makes obvious sense.
I can tell you this. You think the kid has it, don't you, Kazakim? Yeah, the one that got away. I bet that really pissed you off, huh? His mom took him all the way over the top of the world and back down the other side. And, ooh, what happened then? Oh, some foreigners take him prisoner, wrenching him from your grasp. The one lead you have, the true heir to his father's heritage, gone. Vanished. And what? Elevated to nobility status in a foreign country, so now you can't touch him. Because all eyes are on him. If he were to vanish, questions would be asked. And he doesn't wear the armor, because probably if he does have it, he's not stupid. And if he does have it, well, I just suppose you could spend half of his lifetime following him around until he reveals where it is. See, this is the best part. Did I tell you the boy had the armor? Or did you just assume from what I told you the boy has the armor? That's the best part. Why do you stew that in your little noodle, Kazukims, clown?
Well, I'm not really sure who the boy that you're referring to is.
You know, the heir, the kid, the firstborn.
We are speaking the same language, but you are speaking gibberish.
Hakiro Akiko.
I'm going to turn to Winston. Is that name familiar?
Yeah, I rolled a 4 on my recall knowledge intelligence check, so doesn't sound like Leon to me.
I'm going to roll the same intelligence check.
He never introduced himself beyond Leon. You guys have no idea his real name. He's Leon Vinmark, right? Yeah, that's his name. Leon Vinmark.
So it's just a matter of, did they listen to me?
I guess not.
And that's why we're rolling the check right now. Taking a second. 13. It could go either way. I don't know, GM. Do I remember that that's his real name?
Oh, you're just being mean. Yes.
Okay.
He also recently pointed out, oh, look, someone spelled my name on a piece of pamphlet saying, I killed your bad guys for you. Beware, Haikiko. Akio. I know I'm saying it wrong.
Fair.
It was a blurry vision, you know? I don't know, Akiko, Akido.
Wait,
I mean, it might sound like that to them anyways. So.
IKEA, it's hidden in the furniture. Don't tell them. You know what? Sorry, I'm making Ian laugh.
What does Leon have to do with any of this? Is the heir of what?
Leon?
I mean,
Who's Leon?
This IKEA person that you're talking about. Leon has said that's another name. Oh, Fafall wouldn't care.
As soon as you say that, though, Winston laughs.
So,
Thank you. I'm here all night and all week and probably for the rest of my natural born life. But hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Pointing at the badge of Winston.
Hakuryu. Hakuryu.
Oh, wow. He speaks more than Sylvan. Look at that.
so you're saying he is supposed to be in possession of this armor, but he might not.
I didn't say he was supposed to be in possession of anything. I just let people assume that he is because, well, let me put it this way. Say your father has a mighty sword. Everyone's going to think it's being passed down to the next heir. It's not much of a leap of faith for them to assume that if you just happen to bring up the boy's name in casual conversation. Then they think they've got the jump on you, they think you've revealed something too much, and they send half of their spies and whatever chasing the boy halfway across the country. Doesn't really get me out of here, but, it's entertaining, I suppose, just to know that Kazakim is wasting resources on what's probably a loose, if not dead end.
Well, shit. It also explains why those halflings were dead. This is above my pay grade, I wanted to make more money, but this...
That's right. You used to kill people for a living, didn't you? You have that refined... And he kind of sniffs the air through his beak. Death that's careless. And I don't mean like you accidentally killed someone. I mean you just don't care.
Everybody dies eventually. Everybody visits the boneyard.
True. But not everyone
make
takes
a little coin off of
payment for it, do they?
Moving it along.
Very well. I shall give you all the wealth I have if you will kill Kazakim for me. How's that sound?
A little above my pay grade and skill level.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, is the right hand of an Oni, and he does have a cabal of ninjas at his command, and he's, I must say, powerful enough to restrain me. Fine. I'll settle for escape. How's that lock coming?
Should have it.
Okay.
In just a second here. Click.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. I'm free. This is great. He scoops up his robes, he scoops up a bunch of chains, and walks past you to the length of that chain till it goes tight. Oh, gee, you forgot. And he drops the chains, and he's still chained by both legs and something around his waist to the center of the cage. Whatever shall we do?
I'll go look at those. Do those have like padlocks or anything that I can pick?
No, dude's been welded in place. Like somebody iron branded, hammered, forged chains solid and like closed a link around his waist, around his legs. There isn't like an opening, rivet, or anything. Somebody like basically got him into this stuff, and whether he suffered pain or not, hot forged it closed. Dude's not going anywhere with a lockpick.
Huh.
Oh, I almost forgot my bucket. And he goes back inside and holds up something rather distasteful. No, puts it back down, comes out here. Oh, I suppose it's good to stretch the legs. Out here in the cave that I've been looking at for years, in front of the golem I've been accompanied by for years, and now I have you. Wonderful. You'd think one would go mad by this point,
My apologies. I was not aware that I could not deal with the chains.
Because you're focused on what's in front of you. You're not looking at the big picture, and he kind of like shows you the length of the chain. Well, focused on the lock of the door, you didn't realize it was a worthless attempt because I'm chained to the cage. You do that a lot, you know. You're too focused on what's in front of you. You're not thinking of the big picture.
And what's the big picture?
Well, I don't know. It's not like I can just look at you and tell you your future. It just kind of comes to me. Unless, of course, we force it. If a beak could grin, it's grinning at you now.
And how do we force it?
I'm so glad
Piques
you
my
asked.
interest.
He literally leans forward, jabs his beak into your shoulder, drawing blood, and tastes it. Dude spears you right in the shoulder, draws blood. There's a red dab on his beak, and a little black tongue licks up and tastes your blood. Like it's fine, like he jabbed you with an ink pen. Oh, let's have a look. Kind of an airy flavor. Oh, wow, these travel... Sand. Is that cat hair? Oh my god, what the hell? Dude, what have you been... Oh. Oh. You were once cursed. How did you manage to break that? You still have the trace of it about you. It's faint, but it's there.
That's a story for another time, I believe.
Any illusion that's managed... This is... I must... Hats off. Very good detail. This is a new one. An illusion that was once... I wonder how he wove that into the magic. No, but... Oh. And he just kind of goes... and he grabs you by both shoulders and shaking you. Do you know what this means? You're real. You're actually real. He just winces. He just starts shaking the sylph. You're actually real. And he's just... His head's up in the air. His beak's going back and forth. He's rejoicing. Shoves... Lets go of him.
I'm aware.
Oh, this is wonderful. I'm not alone. So how did he capture you? Portals, ninjas, poisons?
None of the
Tea
maybe
party?
portal?
The tea party with the courtesan? I mean, that's how they got me, but, you know, it's the old classic.
No, we are underneath a warehouse in a rescue mission, taking out some cultists, and some smoke popped up, and there's down a corridor where there was no exit, appeared an entrance into here.
You've been drugged. I hate to break the sun, but you're not at home.
Trust me, I'm aware of drugs. This is not a drug.
You are in a cave with me under a fortress in the nation, and he just starts spouting like foreign language, titles and blah blah blah. Anyway, and for as much detail as he gives, then he shrugs. Oh, Wisconsin. I don't know. Anyway, maybe one or the other.
Okay. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna look back behind Winston, see if the door's still open.
Yep.
Portal's still open? Okay.
It's not a portal so much as it just looks like that hallway is just inset into the wall. Like you could just so easily just, walk back out if you want. The mist is not encroaching upon the corner or anything.
Right. And I'll, as soon as he's done, do you not see that corridor over there?
Where? He's like,
pointing directly at it.
You mean behind the halfling?
Yes, behind the halfling.
No. I just see a wall and a halfling.
Okay. Then I'm going to walk over to the wall and go like half in the room, half out of the room. So like my face is like half cut off.
Okay. Oh, that's a neat trick. Watch this. He takes a feather and he does that thumb removal thing with a feather. Huh? Kind of deflating your trick of like, I can see it, but it's hidden, but I can see it, but I don't,
Yeah. Well, okay. Is the smoke still in the corridor?
You'd have to go down the corridor and peek around because, like I said, it's not encroaching.
So Winston goes down the corridor and peeks around.
Yeah. It's like a wall of jade smoke at this point. It's there, it's billowing, but it doesn't come any closer. You guys literally have that original T of 10 feet in and 5 feet either side, and then it's just an opaque wall of jade smoke.
Damn. So I'll go back into the room and I'll be like,
it's still there. It hasn't come further towards us, but it looks even more impassable than it was.
Well, if you can see a way out of here, why don't you escape?
Well, I'm not sure if we can get past that, but you are more intriguing.
Thank you.
I mean, yes, you're welcome, but that wasn't quite what I meant. I meant this whole situation. This doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh, of course not. I'm just wasting time. See, the way I see it, the gods, the GM, the Madge, whatever, has taken an opportunity to literally drop us in each other's laps for my entertainment, my knowledge. Perhaps somebody wishes the powers that be for you to gain something from this encounter. I won't play that game. I'm just burning time. And he just sits right down and folds his arms. Tick-tock. You're either going to vanish, and I'm mad, or you're real and you're trapped with me, which means we have a lot of time to discuss anything you want. But right now I'm betting that, well, and he just kind of makes tick-tock motions with his feather. Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's very fair. I wonder, what do the gods have in mind for us, Winston?
What about you, Six-Pack? What's your story?
Me? I'm just here for emotional support. Speaking of which,
And I'm going to approach the ring that all the chains are bound to.
Yes,
and I'm going to strike it with my sickle.
Okay. He makes a weird noise like you're tickling him.
Nothing happens.
Sparks. Maybe you've, worn down your sickle a bit. Masterwork or no.
+1.
Yep. However, you do scratch the chain. How many 20s do you want to take? How many hours? How many days have you got? This could be one of those, ting, ting, working on the railways kind of solutions, but not an easy fix, I'll give you that.
I'll just turn to Fafall.
seems to have some effect, but I'll be days at it.
Well, I suppose that little display would mean now you've finally tried everything. You've picked my lock. You've tried, finally, looking at you like she was impatient, to break my chains. You've questioned me. So, since I've told you a little bit about yourself, no. No, I think it would be rude. Your pain is too fresh, little one. Recently had your heart dashed. Recently been betrayed by a comrade. Recently found out you're not a halfling. Looks up and down. Well, I guess you are. Never mind. No, there's something up with you. I don't know. You're just sort of a jumble to me right now. And I don't really like the taste of halfling. He leans in and does the stage whisper with a fall, and I don't really like the taste of halfling. Their blood just tastes really fatty. I don't know. It's just me. So
Okay, quick
Yep.
question. So he is chained up.
Yeah.
Where is it chained to him? Is it just the arms, or is it also body?
No, he's got one around his waist, and he's got one around each ankle. His upper torso, neck, and arms are completely free.
Okay.
And he's got monk robes, tatters draped over. So you didn't until he lifted and started moving around, you didn't catch all the attachments,
Right.
But over time and all his dancing around and doing things, it's okay, that's a belt,
Does it look like it's possible to, that his feet could compress to close to the same size as the cuff on his ankle?
You mean grease him up and slip him through?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
You can give it a try.
Prestidigitation.
Okay.
Yeah. So, here, close your foot up as much as you can. I'm going to try something. I'll cast Prestidigitation and grease him up.
Okay.
1 foot at a time.
He lifts one leg in the air and flexes his talons and folds them up like scissors. You grease it. He puts it down on the floor, slightly unsteady, lifts the other one up, right? And immediately falls over because I'm standing on one leg on a grease.
I was going to do one at a time.
You did do one at a time. He's offering them up. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Falls over. Sorry. Gets back up. Grease him up. Are you telling him what you intend to do, or you just start doing shit?
Oh, I'm just gonna start doing shit, and while I'm doing it, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
Have you tried slipping them off? Might be
Yeah.
able to get it to work with a little bit of grease, remove the friction.
I've tried that. And then he's like, kind of dry. Hawked many a loogie down my shin trying to get these suckers out. Anyway, he's in rough shape. Like his leg talons are clawed up and bloodied and scarred over, and like he's obviously been here a while, But
Fair.
sure, like he seems it. But he'll humor you. So give it a grease, you give it a pull. But no,
Okay.
they move up and down. But when they get to his actual ankle talon or the back talon or whatever, because they've done it a little bit higher, there's just no getting around that. And if you bend the talon or whatever, or insist this must come off, he starts freaking out. I can't. I'm useless if I'm not whole. If I'm not whole. No parts come off. No parts come off. And I'll decrease in value. They're killing me. Stop it. You're killing me. You are gonna be my death. That kind of. He starts flipping out. And okay, stop that. But you can see that it's not really gonna come off anyway.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Well, this has been long-winded but fun. I have to admit, he stretches his back. This has been pretty entertaining. But I don't know. I thank you for getting me out of my cage. I'm supposing this is some sort of ruse, or if you're real, the gesture is appreciated. I suppose I could give you my blessing. So he reaches out as if to take your hands with his big feathery,
I mean, I'll reach my hands out to him.
Okay, can I have a perception check?
Of course.
Watch for any sudden moves, like he's not going to peck you again, or not going to,
7.
Okay. So he goes into this warble, this type of thing. He closes his eyes, and when he opens them, they're like a bright, pale, white, glow, blue, oracle on steroids, kind of thing going on, right? And you feel energy. You feel energy like pass between you, kind of thing. But it seems positive,
Gotcha.
It's almost like it's, like I said, not corrosive anyway. Let's put it that way. A buff, a blessing, that positive energy being molded into, type of thing. Anyway, he does his little mumbos and jumbos. And then you think you're done, and he's like, but wait! And he grabs you by the wrist and he pulls you over. Not yet. And he starts, I can't kind of walk around you, so he's pulling you closer so he can turn you around.
Right.
Places his hands on your shoulders, that kind of thing, and then spins you around again, jerking you to one side, this type of thing. And he finally, big ritual, 30 seconds at least, but he's finally done. But you do feel the energy transfer, like you feel pretty good. Yeah, here you go.
Cool.
That's been a while, a little rusty. How about you, little one?
I've never been known to turn away aid when it's offered.
Well, it's not
I
like
shall receive your blessing.
And I'll even bow to take it.
Okay. He's like, whoa. He earned his. And he gives you this big nudge. More ways than he knows. You haven't done much but stand there. You didn't free me. Yeah. So, recompense?
Name your price, bird.
He says, and he just says it like it's a forbidden pleasure. His neck stretches way out, and he just delectable on the word, the most shiny coin or bauble that you possess. Doesn't have to be valuable, just shiny.
Well, I don't got much on me,
He even mouths the words. Doesn't say it, but mouths the words. The shinier, the better. What do you got on you? You have your gear or whatever, you know.
Just basically my sickle.
Your
I have
coins.
no money.
You have, what have you got? Your backpack? Anything?
Nothing. Everything's in saddlebags that ran away from me. When...
No blessing for you, cheap ass.
So I will reach into my pocketed scarf once again.
Okay.
Pull out a couple gold, toss it to him. Well, prestidigitation first to make them super shiny and super polished.
Clean them up.
Yep.
Oh.
And then I'm going to take out the tea leaf box that I stole from Madame Trant.
Oh, you're a sick bastard, but go on.
Give it to him.
You like tea? Oh, yeah. It comes from a fantasy Asian world. Who's not going to turn down tea? Oh, wow. Oh, sure. Takes the little tea box, right? Takes the gold and does that 5-coin flip in the air where they all go up and snatches them right away. Many thanks.
This is his payment.
Okay.
And a little bit extra for entertaining us. It's nice to be on the other end, actually.
He goes, lifts his bucket, hides the treasure under it. Or, you know, like stashes it before anybody. He's looking all around and no one sees anything. You know, pretends to hold it behind his back and go back. And so you were saying about looking over the, you know, like really in case like somebody's watching kind of thing. Stash. You literally see him stash it under his bucket like he's terrible at it, right? Well, anyway, time just keeps going by. Like he's expecting your encounter to end any second, and it doesn't. It just keeps dragging on, and you guys are like, you know, doing that DM. Come on, DM, what do you got for me? No, it just keeps dragging on. You guys spend what feels like 3 hours with this guy, and then Leon comes charging through this. Leon, you go charging after Bartholomew. You catch up to him. He says he doesn't know what comes over you. Let's rejoin the party. Right? You come back to the, you know, the crime scene, and there's 3 shriveled up, like mummified, completely squished, dried up husks of cultists, and no allies. They are gone. Oh, well, maybe they went down the far door. You know, like maybe they went here, maybe they went there. Where'd they go?
Guess I begin going down the hall.
Okay. Come back down the hallway. Can I have a perception check, sir?
Sure. That is a 24.
With a 24, as you pass the T intersection, there's an ever very faint shimmer on that wall. It's subtle, but it's there. A distortion right on the stone.
Is Bartholomew with me?
Yeah.
Well, that looks odd. Shall we? And we start heading slightly towards the shimmer on the wall. 'Cause it seems to be about near where I last saw them.
Okay. You touch the wall and your hand goes right through it like it's not even there. But it's not a full man space. It's almost like a 1 or 2 foot gap. The stone either side is real. You'd have to like turn sideways and go sideways in kind of thing. Squeeze in there. Leon, let me have a look. And Bartholomew offers to stick his head in there.
Of course.
Pulls back. It's dark. The tunnel goes on.
For dark vision?
Yeah, like beyond 60 feet, he says.
Ah. Well, in that case, grabbing onto the back of his shirt. I don't really have a light source right now, so lead the way.
Right. So we start squeezing in here. And like I said, a good 3 hours in your distorted time, Winston and Aiden. And suddenly, not out of the end of the hall, but into, like, out of the mist, into your little crux of a hall comes Leon and Bartholomew stumbling in like they were just popping out of, they're popping out of the wall to them, but to them it looks like they're kind of like, "Er." And we're reunited. You see them. They do not seem to notice you. They just seem, you just kind of see them inside the T intersection with green smoke looking around. They look right at you, they look through you, look all around.
Winston. Fafall.
They're calling your name, but they seem unaware of you.
Oh, do we see them?
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as I see them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see them, they don't see you. And like they don't respond to your, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" They're like they're wandering around this T intersection going, "Dude, where are you?" Kind of thing.
Finally, it's been hours. How did you traverse the jade smoke?
You just see them going back and forth along the edge of the hallway, calling your names, looking around, theorizing about what happened to you.
They don't hear me.
They don't seem to respond to you calling them, no.
So then I will approach them directly.
Okay.
Bartholomew, Leon.
In this dark, traversable crevice that you guys have crawled up, and you've kind of popped into like a little hallway, right? Out of solid rock comes Winston. Guys! Fafall. What do you want to do?
I'm going to stay here with the Tengu for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Just kind of see what's going on. It seems like there's another turn of events.
So you're not going to join your friends? That's interesting.
Well, I will in a minute, but...
Oh, Nice one. Yeah. Make me almost like one of them, and he's gonna stay and play a little longer. I'm on to you. You old bastard. He's calling out to whoever this Kazakeme is. I gave you two. One's going away. Gonna keep the other one? No, don't go.
Hey, Kazakene. Fuck you.
He just bursts into laughter.
I'm not Kazakene, and I am not one of his puppets or minions or whatnot. I have no clue who Kazakene is, nor do I care, honestly.
Everybody's somebody's puppet. The gods, your superior, your paladin, or maybe he's yours.
Well, it depends on the situation. Who is whose puppet?
Perspective, like I said.
Yeah. I mean, for example, while you seem to be Kazakine's puppet, he also seems to be your puppet.
I'm his prisoner. I'm the
yes,
god's
but you are,
puppet.
You are sending him on a wild goose chase, are you not?
Well, since I said it out loud, maybe he'll redouble his efforts. Maybe he'll just kill me. I almost welcome the rest, but it doesn't matter. My fate will come when it comes, as will yours. So, I loathe to do this, but I'm no idiot. That's the boy, isn't it? The one with the furniture.
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid he's going to need your help before this is over. They need you more than I do. I have lived a full life. I've helped many and hindered even more. But for all intents and purposes, if I'm going to pull on the pulley rope that is the god's chain, maybe just by announcing it, I think we're done here. Rejoin them. Or join them and leave them. Or betray them. Or I'll give you your 5 shiny coins back for what's in your pocket.
My pocket. I'll reach into, one of my actual pockets, because I don't normally keep things in there. Everything's in the scarf.
He leans in really excited. Whatever happens to be in your pocket. You know, it's an item. You pull it out.
I genuinely don't know.
Okay. No, I'm just
I don't
saying
have anything listed.
it's a random item. Like it's, you know, it's stuff, it's gear, whatever. And, you know,
Okay.
it's not as valuable as 5 gold pieces. I'll tell you that. Like it's a mundane piece of
no,
gear, pick whatever. But you put your hands around it. Would you pull it out and show him?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
He looks disappointed, but deal's a deal. He offers you your 5 coins back for whatever, you know, mundane small item is in the thing.
I mean, I'll toss him the mundane item. Keep the coins.
Oh, no. I'm not going to break a contract, not even with illusion. And he just kind of like lets them fall and roll towards you at this cage. That would be insanity. I will not tempt fate by not honoring any sort of deal made by me or anyone else.
Oh, fun then. I will pick them back up, stack them neatly, place them in front of him, and be like, I am paying to leave your services. Thank you. I very much appreciate it.
Very
I hope
well.
you're able to escape.
He looks at you hesitantly. He looks at the coins like he's wrestling with a choice, and then he finally makes it. The feathers come out. He scoops up the coins, and he says, fine, payment for this. Wear the ring. Wield the bow. Both will protect you, but only 2 of you for what's to come. Else you'll end up in a far worse place than this.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you for the advice.
And he starts chewing on each coin as if testing it for real gold, you know, like the way they do with his beak.
Yeah. Fair.
But they don't come back out. He starts like swallowing them or stuffing them in a, you know, like, no one's gonna find these. You know.
I'll start walking out then.
All right, you rejoin Leon, and the 3 of you are in a little cul-de-sac in a tiny little cubby space that Leon and Bartholomew wiggle to get the 3 of you guys back out into your original hallway. The cultists are dead and shriveled like they've suffered some kind of horrible dehydration. And Barkley, as if he went on some kind of little romp around, returns Winston. No shame, no tail between the legs, no fear, just kind of like he went off to pee or something and come run back.
I told him to run. He
Yeah.
ran. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be mad at him.
No. And you guys are reunited in the hallway with time lost and a lot more questions, I bet, raised than answered. And we will see you next time on Dice Before Dishonor.
Da-da-da-da.